Hello, kitten. Welcome. Thank you for joining me on this beautiful Friday night. Hello, Paranormal Witch. Thank you for also joining me on this beautiful Friday night. Now, what button do I hit to get things switched over here? Oh, there it is. And hello, Darren. Thank you for joining me on this beautiful Friday night or very early Saturday morning for you. I hope you guys are doing well. I'm doing all right. Actually, no, I'm not doing too all right. Um, well, I'm doing better than what I was. So, earlier in the week, unfortunately, a business thing fell through and it messed me up. And I was just down, just not feeling very well. Feeling much better now, though. Much, much better. Although, in my down mood, I was looking for a little bit of comfort, and I like eating, so that's where I find my comfort. And I said, you know what? We're going to get me some McDonald's because it's cheap, or it used to be cheap. Oh my God, I never got it, which I'm bummed about, but um, I was able to get some Chinese. I found some discount codes, but I remember when a Big Mac was like $2, $3, and then they used to have those deals where it was like 99-cent Big Mac Mondays, um 29-cent hamburger Wednesdays, and 39 cents cheeseburger Thursdays. What happened? Like, why is a Big Mac like $6 and their little hamburgers like $2? And like, it's insane how expensive it is. What the heck happened? I mean, wow. So I did not get any McDonald's. It was truly shocking to see the prices. And I went to Burger King just to check out the competition. Oh my God, they're even worse. And then just for giggles after that, I go to Carl's Jr. and they're freaking insane. I may as well just go to a dine-in restaurant, just go sit down for those prices. Man, I mean, does it come with a blowjob at least? Good Lord. Anyway, hey, doll, welcome. Thank you for joining me on this beautiful Friday night. And it really is a beautiful Friday night over here. Um, it's warm and clear skies. There are birds actually still singing. I'm going to assume they are nightingales. But yeah, so and then I don't think you guys can see Sweet Pea, but she's camouflaged behind us right now, behind all of this stuff. So she might join us. So Darren, since you're in the future, may I have the lotto numbers, please? I don't care if it's the Scottish lotto numbers either. I'll just give me the freaking lotto numbers. Um yeah, so McDonald's is expensive. So no Big Mac for me. I was not loving it. Ba 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 ba. But what I do love is, God darn it, Darren. I see what you did there. Yeah, no dollar menu or nothing. So whatever. It's in the past now. And what I do love is you guys being here with me, hanging out, yapping. And I'm going to actually steal something from Curtis here. Oh, and before I do, next week we should have a couple of recorded things going up, and it should be recorded with Bonnie and Nima. So that's going to be interesting. Oh gosh, I can only imagine the editing. But anyway, um Yeah, I'm going to steal a little something from Curtis. And most of you guys, well, I say most of you guys, but I don't know. Anyway, if you're not familiar with Curtis Joseph, he has a channel on YouTube that you guys can check out. I think I have it in the section where it says people you should check out, something like that. And he is an alchemist, occultist, even though he doesn't call himself an occultist, and very intelligent guy. And he speaks a lot about the one true dragon, which is essentially, think of it like the cosmos, the universe. You could call it God or divinity, whatever. For him, it's the one true dragon. And he talks about us being humanity, living things, as all being a part of the scales of the dragon. And earlier today, I had a nap. Very rare that I take a nap. And during that nap, I actually had some weird dream, but then it wasn't a dream. It was more like a clip. And in it, I remember seeing an army. They almost looked like samurai, but they weren't samurai. They were armored up, but they weren't samurai exactly. But it was a giant army, and they were all running into battle, full speed, charging dead ahead. And charging along with them was this giant dragon. We're talking about size of skyscrapers, huge. And I don't know how I got to this, but I was looking at this thing. It wasn't China. I was looking at this thing, and it was just fierce, and the ferocity around it. It was truly a spectacle. And I woke up almost like I had information just right into my head. And it was about the scales of the dragon and how we are all one. We are all one. We are all part of the scales of the dragon. We are all one. And this is something Curtis speaks about a lot. But going further than that, though, we are all imperfected. We're beings of imperfection. And the reason why I say that is because I was just thinking about how oftentimes people like to say that they are perfect, or they know this, they know that. I'm beyond this. I know this and that, and blah, 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 yakety smackety. And the truth is, we're not beyond anyone, in my opinion, especially if we're all one. We have to see our own imperfections, and we have to overcome them. And the only way to overcome our imperfections, if we are all scales on the body of the one true dragon, is by actually being one. Our imperfections make us unique, but in order to overcome them, we have to be more united. We have to have unity as a community, and not drag each one down and point out all the flaws every freaking time. It's easy to point out faults on someone else. It's hard to accept the faults of yourself, your own weaknesses. It's very difficult to do that. Other people can do it just fine. Sorry, I was reading what Darren said. Other people can do it just fine. And I think the dragon, the one true dragon, is made up of imperfections. And if you don't accept your imperfection, if you don't accept your flaws, if you can't see them, then what do reptiles do? They shed their skin, they shed their scales. And I believe that is what happens to those who don't see their own issues, they don't see their own imperfections. Then the one true dragon will shed its skin along with that imperfection that refuses to accept it's not perfect, and it refuses to accept working together to create a type of perfect union of imperfect people. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but this is just what came to me. And I just thought it was very interesting. And it made a lot of sense for me. I mean, for me personally, it was like, oh my gosh, it's an awakening, semi awakening. But it just really made me think we are all imperfect beings, and we're blind to our imperfections, and we don't even accept them because it's our uniqueness. Why are we trying to fit in so much with the cool kids, I'll say, or with what's popular? Now, I say we, I don't necessarily mean everyone together. I'm just, speaking in generalities. But it is something to think about, and that's something that I wish more people would actually think about and ask themselves why. Why do I want these designer shoes or something? Is it because, I don't know, some moron who's on TV wears them, and I'm becoming brainwashed somehow, and it's like, oh, I have to have them. They're endorsing them. Surely they're good. Never mind the fact they're getting a few $1 million to say they're good. Or why don't we ask ourselves, why do I want to have this type of knowledge, and yet I'll never do anything with it? Knowledge is a tricky thing, though, because you can have all the knowledge in the world and not do anything with it. And you're not supposed to. That's it's no law saying, hey, you got to share what you know. It's no law that says that. You don't actually have to do that. But why gain all the knowledge in the world if you're going to hoard it for yourself and not share it with another? Have a conversation. Why do that? It's a lot of whys in life. And they're popping off fireworks. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not. I wish they wouldn't, but oh well, we're getting closer to the 4th of July, and oh boy, it's gonna be an all-out war over here, because that's exactly what they do. One day I will go out and I'll film the 4th, like the fireworks going off for you guys, and I will I will share it with you so you can see how crazy it is. Uh, Knowledge isn't power. To know is to be able to do, but understanding it is what provides the potential for innovation. I can see where you're coming from. I can agree with that, because you can also have all the knowledge in the world and not understand a single lick of it. So I could definitely understand that. Oh, that was a big one. Oh, and I hope you guys don't mind. I have my fan on, and it's blowing as well. Hello, Jennifer. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Wow, Jennifer, it's super late where you are. What are you doing? So thank you for joining. I'm just yapping over here. So yeah, knowledge without understanding would that be considered a waste of space? Well, I don't know if knowledge can be attained relatively easy, and I'm going to say that I don't think it can be obtained easily because of the individual person. We all have our own interests and our likes and dislikes, and regardless on how much you try to teach someone and share your knowledge with them, if they don't have that spark, or if they don't have that gumption or notion, whatever we want to call it, to ingest what you're trying to give them, then knowledge is hard to gain. It's a lot of little things that add up to it. So I wouldn't say it's relatively easy. It's dependent on the person. Someone who wants to learn every freaking thing in the world, who's open to everything in the world, then it might come easier than someone who isn't. And it's harder for them, because sometimes we do have to build an interest. We have to have that spark before we're able to suck it all in. For instance, myself, fairly, I'm like just whatever with most things. Something has to really get my interest for me to look into it and want to learn about it. And it's hard for me to get interested and want to gain that knowledge from just whatever. It's very difficult. Even if someone is trying to tell me what they know and they're excited, it could go in one ear out the other. I turn into a zombie on them. Oh, there's Sweet Pea. She poked up. Are you gonna join us? Are you gonna? Nope. You're just gonna leave. All right. She wants nothing to do with us. Hello, Richard. I'm doing good. Welcome. Now, I would do the good welcomes for you guys, but Sweet Pea, I'm pretty sure that's not the first time. But anyway, I would do the good welcomes for you, but I don't have any water next to me, so I can clear my throat. So you guys just get the lazy welcome. Hopefully, hopefully that'll do. Now, going to something else. As you guys know, last week I had on Tez from the Ministry of Horror. Great freaking podcast. If you guys haven't checked that out, be sure to check that one out. Tez is awesome. And you guys need to check out the Ministry of Horror. And you can find it on the Ministry of Slam network, MOS network on YouTube. So check it out, especially if you like horror movies and all that. Tez is a freaking walking encyclopedia. And after that show, I did one with David Wolliver and Eric McGill from Our Haunted Minds, which you can also find on. Whoa, that was a big one. You can also find on YouTube. Just go and type in Our Haunted Minds. And they are paranormal investigators. And I love their investigation style because it's different than we'll say Ghost Adventures since that's the most popular show. It's different than a Ghost Adventures and Ghost Hunters and all that stuff. They're very respectful, and their approach is just very cool and calm, but still exciting because you'll learn something from watching. And the other thing is they don't claim every freaking thing is a demon or that every freaking thing is, you know, paranormal. And I think it's important to remember that not everything unexplained is paranormal. There are some things that are unexplained because we just don't know about it. It's like, oh, well, I'm sure there's a reasonable explanation for this, but, can't really say it's paranormal. But anyway, I think I'm going to try and get more paranormal teams on. I would like that. That's always fun. And I think I'm going to try and get more shows going like the one I had with Tez. Um, you know what, Paranormal Witch? I have to disagree with you. I don't think Zach and Ghost Adventures in general, I don't think they faked anything. I think they exaggerate. It is a TV show. I think they exaggerate, but I don't necessarily think they fake anything. Uh, from the few people that I've spoken to who's worked with Zach, they've all said the same thing in that he is just very into his work and he really gets excited. He turns into a little kid, and the guys themselves, they're like brothers. They are family, and they they get excited. Like Zach exaggerates though. I do think there is an exaggeration, and I do think he's too into the dark, we'll say. Um and I don't think he knows what he's talking about all the time. But I don't believe he fakes anything. Exaggerates, yes, a little over the top. You know, it is a TV show, but I can't say fake. I actually, it was a long shot, but I actually sent messages to all of them to hope and pray, see if I could get them on Unexplained Possibilities. Needless to say, I did not get a response, which is all right. Um, but yeah, that would be interesting speaking to Zach, because it's a few things that I would bring up to his attention because I'm genuinely curious about, and I do think that he is dealing with some isolation mental issues. I think this stupid COVID mess really did a number on him. Yeah, dude, Darren, everyone is welcomed on Unexplained Possibilities. You know, I've spoken to people from the UK before, and I am more than happy to have them back on, or folks from the UK or wherever. Everyone is welcome. So, and you know what? Let's do our first tarot of the night. Who would like me to draw some cards for them? First come, first serve. And boy, do I want some cherry pie. And you know, they gosh darn it, stop it, guys. They oh, Jennifer got it. She was quick on that, like bam! You're getting it to me, Melvin. That's what I'm calling for. Like, okay. So Jennifer got it. Um what was I going to say about cherry pie? Oh yes, I love cherry pie. Man, they like to say, "Oh yeah, American is apple pie." Man, forget apple pie. It's all about cherry pie. Can't beat it. Okay. Jennifer, what type of reading would you like? Actually, I'm gonna let you be in the driver's seat. What type of reading would you like, and what deck would you like me to use? Tarot, sexual magic, Thoth, Rider White. Oh, hello, Cauldron Witch. Welcome. What was I saying? Oh yes, Rider White. One of these suckers up here. Not this one though. This one is still off limits. So, general reading, okay. And what deck? I'm curious to see what you say. Ooh, who are you calling sexy? I hope you're calling me sexy. If not, well, then I hope you're calling another woman sexy because I love a little HLA. Um, only the wrestling people will understand that. So, let's see. Ooh. Rider White. All right, so the Rider White it is, since it's a prick to you. All right, let's see what we got. This is for Jennifer. Knocking that energy off. Like, I swear, this is a habit I picked up from Bonnie. Like, I just, oh, we're using the Rider White since it's a prick. That's what you get. All right. This is for Jennifer. And again, thank you guys for hanging out with me on this Friday night or early Saturday morning. Oh, yes, we have two Jennifers. That's right. But I always call you Kitten. So, yeah, you get special treatment. Ah, well, that's the name of the game, Darren. I am not an occultist. I am not a paranormal investigator. I am not a psychic. I am not a medium. I am not a super psychic. I am an entertainer. Gonna make a tarot cleaning incense by some time. Oh, now that would be pretty freaking cool. I am interested in that son of a monkey's uncle, Jennifer. All right, let's see what we got. Let's give it one more. I have an itchy nose. One more thing. Yeah, feel free to post your links to channels and all of that stuff, guys. You know, promote yourselves. I'm cool here like that because I want everyone to, you know, be friends, be a community. Well, I mean, you know, there's a lot of women here, so I can only imagine how many of you guys like some chocolate. Well, I guess some guys do too. So, yeah. All right, let's give it one more. Let's not give it one more. Now let's give it one more. All right, let's see what we got. Nothing small here, Darren. Nothing small here. Okay. Um, I don't know any tricks, unfortunately. I am. I wish I knew some tricks. Hmm. Oh no, oh, please, you're not a bother at all. I'm assuming that's what booger means there. Okay, bother. Yeah, you're not a bother at all, man. Everyone's welcome. You know, say whatever you want. It's cool. You're good. All right, so bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Cups, which is interesting. I don't know if you're starting to feel like your old self again, or you're getting your emotions a little bit better under control, or what. But I want to say that you are starting to get back to where you were. It's like, okay, I need to buckle down. I don't know if you had to slap someone to get yourself together or what, but it's like a lot of emotions had to be dealt with, still being dealt with, but you're handling it better, I want to say. But it's still emotions, and it's like you gotta kind of tough it out, it feels like. And that's where we go to the top of the deck here. Indecisiveness, Two of Swords. Not. Now, you know what? I don't think this is actually not wanting to make choices. I think it's more like being in a position where you can't necessarily make a choice. I think you're a bit stuck. And right next to it, we have the King of Cups here. And chaos around you, and you're in the center of it. Doesn't necessarily mean you're causing it, but there might be things at play that's out of your hands, out of your control. And I don't know if you can really make a choice. I don't know if you're in that position just yet. And, you're caught in the middle and you're trying to tough it out, trying to get your emotions together, which, like I said, I think you're doing better than what you were, but you're not there yet. And this King of Cups, I want to say, is telling us, like, no, you can be in control while the chaos happens. It's okay. Try to remain in control. Hold your cup up, hold your scepter, and let it pass. And this actually takes us to the Strength card. And sorry, I wanted to see something real quick. Okay, sorry about that, guys. With strength, get the glare out the way. Darn it. Oh, yes, like this is going to do something to the light, Melvin. Really. Yeah, you stupid light bulb. I crack you. Anyway, with strength, you have to find your own strength. You have to unleash it. You can't break down. You have to really dig deep. Yeah, you have to dig freaking deep right now. And it sucks because it feels like it's a burden that's on you and it's heavy. But you have to not necessarily tame the beast within, but you have to unleash the beast from within. You need to, I almost want to say, you need to tell some people off if you haven't done so yet. And you might want to look for a companion. I think you need some type of companionship to help you with this beast. You need to unleash something. And you need to be stronger. In other words, you have to get your emotions in check. You have to be stronger than how you're feeling. I think that's a good way of putting it. Externally, you can portray strength. Internally, not so much. Internally, you're like a mess. And like I said, it's being stuck and not necessarily progressing, and chaos is around you. You're going to find that, though, by reaching out. Other people are going to help you. Celebration, Three of Cups. In a positive manner. Definitely, other people help. Not only will they help, I think you'll get guidance from others as well. Is it all women who do it? I have no idea. But you can't do it alone exactly. You have to unleash your beast, your inner beast alone, but you can't do everything as a whole alone. Don't be afraid to reach out for help. Don't be afraid to say, "Hey, I can't do this. I need someone." But I do think you need companionship of some sort. And finally, you're going to have to face your fears. The moon. Now, normally I use this as a deception card and someone's lying to you and all that, which I think you already know who's lied to you, who is lying to you, who's trying to play you. This one feels like face your fears, go forward, accept your fears, and move past them. This is where that inner strength is gonna come in handy. Well, cats are like that, but you are gonna have to go down a long, hard, scary road. It looks like you're gonna have to deal with some mess. This is long term. This isn't something that's gonna be over short term. And you're gonna have to face some fears. You're probably gonna have to get some battle wounds, but you'll be okay. Unleash that beast and walk straight, walk your line, walk your road, face your fears. You know, don't let don't let people put you down. Don't let yourself put you down. Don't hide from what's scary. You know, embrace the fear and go forth. But yeah, there we go. All right, Jennifer, you are done. Mission complete. Oh, I miss Randy Savage. Snap it to a Slim Jim. Oh, yeah. You know, there. So my inner nerd's gonna come out, but in Kingdom Hearts 3, there's a song that starts it off. It's called Face My Fears. And it's a really good song, too freaking catchy. And that's what I think of. That's what's coming to mind for me with you, Jennifer. It is Face My Fears. I would play it, but they actually give copyright strikes when you play that one and not just, little like, oh, claims and we're going to put ads and make money. So, yeah, I'm not playing that one, but you could just look it up. Face My Fears, Kingdom Hearts 3. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I do enjoy wrestling from time to time. Yes. All right, so there we go with that. So I'm going to chat for a little bit. We're doing this differently. Normally I'm over here like, okay, now we're gonna pull for blah 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 and blee 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 and blah 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 yakety smackety. But not tonight. We're gonna be cool, laid back, and flowing. Oh yeah, you told me, Darren. And I when you were on the show the other week, and you didn't have a finisher move or at least a name for one, which is kind of disappointing. Wait, who's live where? What happened? Wait a sec. Who's live? What's going on here? I'm confused. Yeah, I saw what was going on with Vince. Actually, if you guys are into wrestling, be sure to check out Ministry of Slam on the MOS Network on YouTube. Just type in MOS Network or Ministry of Slam. My good friend Lawrence from Voodoo Vegas rock group, he's the host of it. Helm and Taz, actually. So, guys, be sure to check that out. And freaking Discord going slow, isn't it? But I'm happy you got notified. That's pretty cool. I don't know how any of that stuff works. I'm not up to par with all the social media stuff and everything. I mean, I'm there, but I am not there. I am, man, I'm on Mars. So, boy. And yeah, I don't really know how it works. Although there is a cute girl that I have been chatting with on Discord. I don't think she's digging me at all, which is okay. But that's like the main reason why I go on. It's just to try and mac on her. I'm getting nowhere though. All right, so something else that I was thinking about, and again, I am stealing this from Curtis, and he spoke briefly about what we call angels and demons. Oh, it doesn't matter. Like I said, it's not. I don't think it's going anywhere. Actually, you know what? I probably shouldn't have said that because I have linked her this channel, and it would be just my luck where she, the one time the chick decides, oh, let me check out this guy. Boy, that would be embarrassing. Anyway, um, what was I saying? Angels, demons. Ah, yes, and how they predate, we'll say, the Abrahamic religion, the belief system, and they're old gods just with new names. Guys, you're gonna make me blush and get all shy and everything. I wish I never said anything now. Anyway, I was thinking about that. And I've always been curious about where gods or goddesses come from. Because recently I have come to the conclusion for myself that I don't believe in gods or goddesses. And I'll explain that deeper. I believe that God, goddesses, lords, they're titles. Like Satan, it means adversary. It's a title. And I can't figure out what makes something a god or a goddess aside from us. Us meaning we give them this title, we elevate them to that level. But what constitutes a god and a goddess? What constitutes an angel and a demon? Most demons, I believe, or what we consider demons, were angels at one point. So wouldn't technically they still be angels? What's the difference? What happened? And I don't mean from a biblical sense. I mean, what actually happened that caused you to split apart from whatever this group is here? So that's something that I don't know if it can ever truly be answered, because what constitutes a god or a goddess? Trish Stratus, her finisher being the Trish Stratus faction. Woo wee. Ah. Anyway, what does that? And I've brought this up many times before. Is it creation? Trish Stratus, she's a wrestler, Cauldron Witch. Well, she's retired now, but she was a wrestler, women's division, very, very popular. And I did not like her when she first showed up. When she first came onto the scene, she was a manager for Test and Albert. And eventually, I guess her training behind the scenes or whatever, she became a wrestler, and she was actually really decent. And they had a storyline with her and crazy fangirl Mickey James. I had the biggest crush on Mickey James. I still like Mickey James. I would probably kiss her feet. All right, I love Mickey James and Elizabeth Hurley. Those are the only two women that I would just grovel for. Man, I wish. Darn it, man, you guys making me lose track of what I'm talking about here. I'm trying to make a point and trying to sound sophisticated and intelligent. Now I'm talking about wrestling and groveling for Mickey James and freaking Elizabeth Hurley. I mean, they're the right women to grovel for, but darn it, now's not the time. So what was it? Yeah, so what constitutes a god, goddess, all that stuff? Is it creation because humans create? Is it destruction? We're awesome at destroying every freaking thing. Is it manipulation? We're good at manipulating. So I really don't know, and that's something that has been bugging me for so freaking long. What constitutes a god or a goddess? And then, of course, we go into the living God. Oh, don't, yeah, no problem, Jennifer. And it's late over there. You probably should be getting some sleep, darn it. Uh, I'm sorry, I just read what Darren said. Well, I don't know. Well, let's not go that far. Anyway, um, it's just something to think about. Like when you guys get a chance, really think about that. Ask yourselves what makes a god or a goddess or something that's supposed to be above us. It's really a good thing to take into consideration. And I know people get on the become a living god thing and it's like I am a living god. And from a certain point of view, I don't think it's wrong if we take into account creation, destruction, manipulation, feeling like you're above people, maybe even feeling like you're below people, feeling like you can teach folks. You know, I don't think it's too off from a certain point of view. Yeah, we are living gods. But do I think that we are all powerful and lightning comes from our fingertips and you obey me? No, not at all. Good Lord, no. It would be cool, but no. But I do think we are too quick to write off being living gods because we do what gods do, what they're supposed to do. And it's just something to think about. Now, in the context of living God as become a living God pushes it, I don't agree with that. Not necessarily. That seems a bit theatrical, we'll say. Does that make sense? Is that the right way of saying it? It's theatrical. And this actually will take me to something else. The theatrics in the communities, and not just the occult, but the paranormal. In the paranormal community, there are theatrics. And what happened with Blackmore, Richard? I have not heard, or I do not have any fresh news. What's going on there? Anyway, the theatrics is what drives attention, of course. And it would be boring, like if it was just like if people actually saw rituals, if people actually saw paranormal investigations without any of the cuts, we'll say, or the gosh, I don't know what to use for rituals because I don't do ritual work or anything. We'll say the pizzazz. It would be really boring. It would be extremely boring because it's a lot of focus that goes into it. A lot of focus. And with paranormal investigating, it's a lot of walking around. What's your name? What's your name? Tell me your name. Are you here? It's a lot of that in a dark hallway. So you do have to spice it up, add some theatrics to it. which is cool. I don't really have a problem with it. It's when they start taking advantage of people and they try to pass it off by like saying, oh, I felt this and it was over here and blah blah blah. Oh, thank you, Cauldron Witch. The bot has done its job. Thank you. Ritual just means routine. This is from Darren for those of you who can't see the screen, which I don't know why you wouldn't. Ritual just means routine. That's why we have a morning ritual. It's a mundane activity, but theatrics make it seem bigger than what it is. 90% of work is boring, which is why it's difficult. Yeah, I mean, I can agree with that. But you know what? I will say this too. For the person doing the ritual, it's probably not boring. Maybe if we were to watch it, it'll be like, oh my gosh, this keeps going on and on. But the person doing the work, it's not boring for them because they are getting into a zone. You're getting into that zone. You're getting that feeling going. You're unleashing whatever power it is that you're unleashing. You're accepting whatever it is you're accepting from spirit or nature, whatever you work with, or it could just be you opening up to yourself. That's not boring. And you might even lose yourself in time. As a matter of fact, I would even say if you're aware of time and you're doing ritual work, you're probably not doing it right. And going back to paranormal investigation, you can. Going back to paranormal investigation, with them, oh man, that would be so difficult. Oh, and by the way, whoever wants the next reading, say I. I'm about to get ready to do that. With paranormal investigation, you have to be so freaking patient. And oh, Darren got it. You have to be so freaking patient. And you have to almost expect to receive nothing so you can get something. Because if you're expecting, you're always searching and looking, and you might overlook. So it's a weird balance that has to be struck there. And then of course with paranormal investigating, a lot of times they're joking around or trying to make little quips here and there, and the reason for that is to keep the positive energy going and to break the monotony, because like I said, paranormal investigation can be quite boring. And if you are dealing with energies that aren't necessarily the best in a location where some nasty stuff happened, then yeah, you want to raise positive vibrations. You want to have something positive happening throughout. All right, so Darren, you get your choice of cards. You can have the Rider White, the Thoth, Tarot of Sexual Magic, Tarot of Dreams, not the Lost Hollow. This is still not being used yet. Need to find someone who's just broken for that. The Rackham, the Druid Craft, the Llewellyn. Pick your poison. Hey, Kitten, if you're still here, I have a question for you. Oh, and I don't think Kitten is here. She left. Oh no, she is here. Okay, so Kitten, I know you're into the whole paranormal investigation thing. What would your investigation style be? I'm just curious. Would you go in trying to feel, or would you use technology? How would you investigate? I'm just curious about that. Don't ask me why I'm asking you. It just came to me, so I'm curious. We're gonna use the Llewellyn for you, Darren. Oh, that's gonna fall, isn't it? Nope, no, it isn't. All right, knocking those cards off. I'm assuming you just want a general. Okay, this. Okay, I thought that was a gun for a second. It was not. This is for Darren. Let's see. What does he need to know? Oh gosh. It just says I lost all my viewers. What happened? Did I make the YouTube overlords mad? Oh, well, at least you're still there, so I can dig it. Alright. This is for... Damn. Yep, my Cauldron Witch is still here, so cool. I can still dig it. Because who doesn't like redheads? Whoever doesn't, well, they need to go somewhere. Alright, let's give it one more mix. Ooh. Let's try that again. Why are you resisting all of a sudden? One more time. Did you like him when he was with Stevie Ray and Harlem Heat? Yep. Welcome back, or PW, or maybe you never left. Why did I say PW? Paranormal Witch. Good lord. Alright, let's see. Oh, I got you. Hopefully you're feeling better now. Okay. So, Darren, bottom of the deck, we have the... Darn it. We have the Five of Cups and also a glare. And the Five of Cups, well, being at the... Ooh, I like that, kitten. Five of Cups is not necessarily crying over spilt milk, but realizing and cutting things out that you don't need. So it looks like you're on a path of literally trimming the fat out of your life. And I would say that you're going to pick up and handle what you can handle. You only have two hands, two cups. So if you were juggling too much, trying too much, it's gone. You're trimming that mess out, it's gone. And you're doing what you can handle, what you need to handle. And cups being water, emotion, where you're flowing, where you're going, your emotion, your heart, I want to say, is more into this. It's not just following a script, which I don't know if you felt that you were before, like just kind of doing the same thing over and over and over. and it's gone. You had to cut stuff out. Now, going to the top of the deck here, we have the Five of Swords. Now, this one is weird because this is almost a no-win situation. This is like a stalemate. And the question is, are you fighting with yourself and going nowhere? Like, you know, I don't even know if you're fighting with yourself, but it is a stalemate, and sometimes you just have to accept it. You're not going to get everything that you plan to get. You can't beat yourself up over it, and you shouldn't. Pick up the pieces and move on. That's very important. Picking up the pieces and moving on from a fight that you didn't win, you didn't lose. It's just one of those things in the middle. Moving on from that, though, we have the horned one, aka the devil. And this is interesting because the devil, I like to say, deals with contracts or deals and all of that good stuff. And be careful when you deal with the devil because the devil always gets the better deal. Be careful with what you have coming up. You know, I kind of wish I didn't know now, but be careful with what you have coming up. Use caution and understand that no matter what, you're not going to get the better deal. You're not. But that doesn't mean you can't get a good deal. You are going to deal with some contracts, I want to say, and you are going to use your cunning, I want to say. And it's a patience thing as well. This is something that can't be rushed. This is patience. Patience and wait. If you try to rush it, that's when you crash and you burn. But you're a patient person anyway, so I'm not too worried or too concerned about that. Now, what's interesting is, however, the devil is right next to the lover, so we're dealing with passion here. And you got some a passion project happening. And the devil's involved with this. Not only that, in other decks, the lovers and the devil, they flip each other over a little bit because too much of a good thing is a bad thing. So you have to make sure that your passion doesn't get the better of you. What that means is don't go overboard and get so caught up because you're excited about it, you're happy about it, you're doing work, and you fall into the hands of the devil where it's like, I got you. Yeah, stay grounded. Exactly. Follow your passion, of course. Do what you love, but don't get carried away. And it's easy to get carried away, just like young love. But saying that, this is also like spring energy. I would say death means transformation more so than the devil. This is like spring energy, where it's like, oh my gosh, I needed this. This is so refreshing. But again, too much of a good thing is a bad thing. And the devil is offering you such a good freaking thing. I would just be cautious. All right. That's the key word. Just be cautious. Stay grounded. Don't get carried away. But definitely continue following your passions after you pick up the pieces, and also let things go, I want to say. All right, and finally, We have the King of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles. Now, the King of Swords, I like to say, cuts through BS. He cuts through walls of lies. And the Seven of Pentacles is almost like your hard work paying off, but you can't necessarily grab the fruit of your labors just yet. But it's there. It's definitely there in abundance. You'll see the results of your work, and this is important. This is very important. With the King of Swords, your sword is out. Cut through any walls of nonsense. Don't fall for the okadoke, and don't trick yourself. Ooh, that's interesting. Don't trick yourself. You have to remain clear-sighted. Do not fall for illusions that you put up. If it starts happening, cut through it. If someone starts telling you stories, and you know their stories, call them out, cut through it. Don't be guided. Yeah, don't let someone's story guide you into a brick wall. Forget them. Cut them in half. Whatever. You got your sword out. It's drawn. Don't fall for their mess. And because you won't fall for it, you get rewarded. This here, you can't have it yet. This Pentacles being earth element, it's slow, it's grounded, it's rooted, it's growing. So it is growth around you. Expect growth, lots of growth. But it's going to happen on its time. You can't force this sucker. Even when it looks so good and delicious, like, you got to wait. Patient. For whatever reason, your key thing is patience. Your patience pays off. You not falling for the okadoke, it pays off. But there you go, Darren. Yeah, no problem. You are very welcome. Oh, hello, doll. Welcome back. Unless you never left. I don't know. Okay, so scrolling back up here through comments because I wasn't really paying attention. I'm reading what Kitten has said from earlier. If I was a ghost and investigators always ask the same mess, I'd say forget them. You know what bugs me? Everyone acts the same in any question. I feel like I'd be quiet and fill it out. I feel like I do well with the spirit box and dowsing rod. Dowsing rods are really cool. Angie has dowsing rods. Not the Angie that you know, Darren. Different Angie. And I've seen her use them. It was very interesting. Very interesting. And like, she was just and these suckers are moving left and right and all that. It's pretty trippy. But I would like investigators to I would like investigators to utilize older tools. That would be really cool because sometimes I think there is an over reliance on technology, and I think simplicity is the right way. Sometimes, not all the times. But the best tool we have is our body. feeling certain things, reacting to certain things. That's such a good tool. Wow, doll, you just come in here demanding stuff, don't you? Read me next. Well, since you act so nicely, sure, why not? What deck do you want? You can have the Thoth, Tarot Sexual Magic, the Brady, Tarot Dreams, the Rider White. Just, whatever you want, doll. It's your choice. Minus the Lost Hollow, because you're not broken enough for that. Which surprise you? All right. We'll use one that I don't use too much. Like, this is one of my most expensive decks, and I don't use it too much unless I actually like the person. So I guess you're in luck. I actually like you. No, when I say broken, like, I mean completely broken, empty, have no hope whatsoever. And I don't think you're like that. I think you have your issues, don't get me wrong, but I don't think you're broken. Okay, let's see what we got. But Darren, yeah, thanks for asking me for a reading because I know you're very picky with it. So I appreciate it. Hopefully it resonated for you, made sense, all that good stuff. And they were playing very loud music outside. Well, that's just my way of wooing you. Okay. This is for daughters. Oh, hey Slim, welcome. How you doing tonight? I'm doing okay. Just, hanging out, relaxing with you fine people. Woo, 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 woo. Let's give it one more mix. All right, let's see what you got. Oh, good. I hope you have a great sleep. You've earned it. Oh gosh, what is happening here? The- Everyone's going before everyone? What's happening here? Okay. So, Doll, for whatever reason, you have a lot of roots here. Well, actually, I won't say a lot of roots, but the roots are the ones that are sticking out. Well, I'm happy they're nice. They should be. I mean, could you imagine if everyone was a prick? Good lord, that would suck. Hopefully, the audience is an indication of the host. All right, so bottom of the deck, and this is the Brady Tarot. Bottom of the deck, we have the Mother of Roots, which is the equivalent to the Queen of Pentacles. This this what is this? This is weird because this is almost like a shedding of yourself. This is a ant queen, and her wings are falling off. It's like going into the next step of her queendom. Queendom. I don't think that's a word, but we're making it one, where she's laying eggs and all of that, and evolving into that queen, into the leader of the colony. And Doll, I'm going to say that it's time for you to have that type of evolution yourself. It is time for you to become a queen, more into yourself. More into yourself. Not more into yourself, but you need to see yourself as worthy. You need to start visualizing yourself as a woman who, I don't want to say who's above others, because it's not necessarily that, but you need to realize your worth. You need to realize your self worth more and understand that you need to be more of a leader and have more control over your life, over what you do. Like, there's an evolution that should be happening for you, a change that is needed. Two of Feathers, success. Two of Feathers is the equivalent to the Two of Wands. Feathers are fire element, and feathers were used in this deck because of Native Americans, and they used feathers to fan the flames and get them hot and all that. So feathers have a fire element to it. Passion, I want to say. You are a very passionate person. You are fiery. You have that fiery personality in you. And the problem is, though, you're not nurturing it correctly. Why wouldn't it be a legit reading? You're not nurturing your fieriness correctly. Putting you're putting yourself in the wrong direction, or maybe it's you not focusing in the right direction, because you have what it takes in you. You definitely have what it takes that's in you, but it's like you're focusing and directing it wrong. Oh, that, I think Cauldron Witch will be able to answer that. I don't think that's very good. Um, you need better direction, doll, especially because you need to be this woman that that you haven't reached yet. You haven't reached that potential yet, but it's there for you to reach. Yeah, you have a good one, Darren. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. You have this potential that you haven't reached yet. And it's like your fire, your passion is being directed in the wrong way. And we need to correct that. And this actually takes us to the Hierophant. Guidance, knowledge from outside, the outside world bringing you knowledge. I don't know if you need to travel more and just be more worldly. I'm not entirely sure, but you need you need to gain some type of understanding. You need guidance. You need a mentor. You definitely need someone to help you. I don't know if you can have an apprenticeship happening with you or what, but you need some type of mentorship. It's to mold you and help you become this queen. And I don't like saying that queen, but that's what it is. You need to become this queen. You need to become this mature woman that commands. And that's the thing. Your power, for whatever reason, it hasn't built up yet. Why aren't you in control? Why aren't you commanding? And you need a mentorship to do that. You need to apprentice under someone so you can learn from them. So you can push forth, because it is definitely time for you to push forth. But I understand that it is hard and it's not the easiest thing to do. And you just need better direction. That takes us 10 of feathers, aka 10 of wands, burden, carrying something on your back, but it's heading towards an ending. So I don't know if you hold grudges or a lot of anger, but you have stuff you need to let out, let go of, because you're reaching an end. I like to say that tens are our endings, and ends have to happen so we can have beginnings. You you have things you need to let go of. I don't know what you're holding in. I don't know what is keeping you down, but I think you need to let go. I think you need to have time for yourself and reflect and see that holding on to grudges or hate, anger, whatever it may be, maybe it's not even that. Maybe it's more so because I think, again, you're a very caring, passionate person. I think it's more so maybe it's you not being able to change the world that you might have to let go of. You want to make a difference, but how can you? Or you can't right now. It's just a lot of burden on you. It's a lot of weight on you that you need to let go of because it's stopping you from evolving and becoming the queen that you're supposed to be. You're stifling your own growth. And I think that's why an apprenticeship or mentorship is so important. You definitely need the Hierophant here. This is needed. Um all right, so going on, we have the 10 of roots, which is pretty cool. Wealth. So after burden, we have wealth. And I'll go ahead and put this one here with it because it still connects. And it's the father of roots. So wealth and the father of roots, aka the oh well, thank you. The father of roots, aka the king of pentacles and wealth. Someone's materialistic, or at the very least, someone wants a lot of success and not to have worries on their shoulders. This is going to take a while to achieve. This is going to take a while, but it's definitely obtainable, and it is blossoming. Not only is it blossoming, but it's stubbornness as well, because you're stubborn, but you're being rooted into place. But it looks like it's a community effort that brings this wealth. Someone needs to be more social and come out of their shell, come out of their hidey hole. I I can't believe I'm going to say this, but Doll, have you ever openly spoken about your ideals and gave your thoughts out, shared your thoughts with the world or anything like that? Because it looks like you need a community. You need people around you who will support you and help you reach that goal, that wealth. And when I say wealth, it doesn't necessarily mean material, even though I think you want material. I think you want to be well off and not have to worry, live in comfort, which is cool. We all do. I certainly do. But it looks like you have to emerge from your shell. You have to be willing to work with people. Now, here's the thing with that. I'm not sure you like people very much. I think you're very selective. Oop, there we go. I think you're very selective with who you let into your space, which is fine. You should be selective. We have to be. We can't have everyone jump in with us. No, don't say that, because I could tell you now. Yeah, Paranormal Witch already said it. She cares what you think. I care what you think about. You know, you could talk to me about anything. I'm going to listen. I have a terrible short-term memory, but I will still listen and I will engage. And, like, even if I disagree with you, that's fine. But I think you need to do that. I almost want to say you're kind of lonely, and you need to have your own little community. You need people around you, and you need to emerge from your shell more. You need to come out from underground and realize that wealth can also come from the people who's around you that care about you. And whether you like it or not, I care about your little butt. We all do. You're one of us. You're one of the dorks. So, it unfortunately or fortunately, it is what it is. Once you emerge from your little hidey hole, that's when you receive your wealth. It's going to take time though, and it is going to take growth from you from the inside out. It growth is needed because you do have to evolve and become this queen. And again, that's why I say you have to go to this hierophant, which could even be a therapist. But this guy or girl, whomever, is needed. Finally, and this is awesome. This is a cool one to end it on for you. Finally, the world. And the world is awesome because it's completion. So, doll, you will have completion. Your world will be complete. You will be moving on to something bigger and better. And this is awesome because it means that you will emerge out of your shell. Oh gosh, I hope you don't have cancer, man. Forget that mess. One day we're going to kick cancer in the freaking balls. And I'm going to dance on its grave when we do. So hopefully you got good news, man. I don't want you having some bad news. But yeah, doll, the world, your completion, you will be completed. You you just have to let it happen. You have to come out of your shell. you have to, you kind of have to embrace it, man. But yeah, there you go, doll. That's you. It ends with the world though, completion. So you are definitely going to go full circle, and things are going to work out. It's going to be better. You're just going to have to work for it though. This is a long process. This isn't short term. This is long term, but it pays off for you. All right. So there we go. You're welcome. Oh, I gotta stretch and put this all the way back. Whew. All right. Um. Yeah, but I hope that you don't have cancer. You know, everyone here is hoping that you don't, and sending you that good energy and good vibes. Cause man, that mess, it needs to go away already. And I think we will all pee on its grave when it's finally gone. Uh, I, I'm trying to figure out what to say here, but yeah, it just kind of threw me off. Not gonna lie. But anyway, yeah, you're welcome, doll. Hope it made sense, resonated, all that good stuff. Come on, listen to. Anyway, I guess we can do another one. Who said they wanted a reading? Was it you, kitten? Ah, my eyes. I can't remember who was next. If someone wants to be next, or first come, first serve, however we want to do it, because we're ghetto here tonight. Oh, did I ever show you guys this? Okay, Cauldron Witch it is. Uh, the Necronomicon. I don't know if I ever showed you this. Angie made this for me. Oh, Gavi, hello. Welcome. All right. Well, you will get one after someone else, but yeah, you will definitely get it. So if anyone likes Evil Dead, then yes, you will recognize the Necronomicon right away. It's really cool. Angie made this, handmade. Um, she got it for my birthday because she knows I'm a big fan of the Evil Dead. She aged the paper and everything. Well, I don't speak Spanish, but I'm sure someone else does. No habla español. There we go. That's the best I can do. Whenever I try to speak Spanish, they always say, "Oh, Melvin, you sound like a gringo." It's like, "Oh, well, thank you." Uh, wait, who's next for a reading? Gosh darn it, I can't remember. Close enough. Okay, we'll go with that. Close enough. Give me a break, man. I could barely speak English. One second, guys. Checking some stuff real quick. All right, there we go. Cool. Got it working. Paranormal? Okay. Paranormal Witch is next. I mean, the queen over here, Queen Doll, is saying do paranormal. All right, Paranormal Witch it is. Rosales comes from Rose Kingdom, and Rosa in Spanish means well, I knew the Rosa part, but the other part not so much. How do you say your first part of the name? Hortensia? Or I'm probably saying that wrong. Like I'm terrible because at first I was gonna say Horton, like Horton hears a who, and it's like, wait, that's not right. Oh, hello, Necro Nikki, welcome. We're just hanging out, pulling some cards, enjoying. Hortensia, though, I do like that name. But yeah, I don't speak a lick of Spanish, unfortunately. I if I tried to speak Spanish, I would insult you, and I don't want to insult you. I want to welcome you. Paranormal Witch, you get to pick your poison. What deck would you like? Thoth, Rider White, Tarot of Dreams, the Rackham, whatever you see here, anything. The choice is yours. Oh, okay. I'm happy you clarified that because, man, I totally got that wrong. I'm over here like, whoa, is that a horror? Like, what is this? So, horror, not horror, Melvin. Get your mind off the gutter. Sorry, I just realized the Tarot of Sexual Magic. Ooh, someone's feeling freaky tonight, aren't they? The cat knocked over my headphones. I just noticed. All right. Oh, I got to stretch and get them. Uh, there we go. Forcing me to use the wingspan. Anyway, thank you guys for hanging out with me. Wait, is it all women here? What? Wait a second now. Nope, there's Slim Lewis. Okay. We've been going for about an hour, 40 minutes. So yeah, it's gonna be a long one. So, but hey, it's cool. Weekends, basically. So Doll influenced you. I don't know, man. I don't think Doll influenced you. I think you're a closeted freak. Over there, you probably got some handcuffs, some whips. You like whipped cream on you too? Oh, I know Cumbia. All right, this is for Paranormal Witch. She's feeling extra spicy tonight. It's all good. Okay, this is for Paranormal Witch. Whoa, that shot out like a son of a monkey's uncle. Oh, I don't know if we should keep it or not. We're gonna keep it. Okay. All right. We're gonna keep this one. Who are you? Why are you here? Ooh. Hmm. Okay. All right. Let's do this. Oh, Pisces are a lot of things. Innocent would not be one of them, in my opinion. All right. So, bottom of the deck, we have the devil. And yes, he has a very large phallic item. And this is kind of like, in this deck anyway, the sex, drugs, rock and roll, party all the time. With this devil, I want to say that you need to let off some steam. Not only do you need to let off some steam, you need to, you just need to let loose and let go. You're holding too much in, you're trying too hard. Don't worry about your appearance. Don't worry about what other people think. Just do you. Have some fun, blow off some steam, have time for yourself. You need it. I think you also want, okay, guys, I think you also want this, but You're stopping yourself. Quit it. Otherwise, you're going to turn into me, and you don't want to be me. No, that would be bad. I get my jollies off of eating a burrito. Darn it. So, come on. We don't want that. You need to have some fun, though. You need to let some steam off. You need to get out. You need to do something bad. Now, that doesn't mean go and sleep with the guy or anything, but you need to feel sexy. You need to feel wanted. You need to do something for you that refreshes you. Uh, I was gonna go places, but I like wet burritos, and I only get it from one spot here in LA, and I'm probably gonna get one later tonight because they close at midnight. So if I'm done with this anyway, going to the top of the deck, 10 of Wands. Oh, and if someone wants a reading, say you want one right now. First come, first serve. Again, this is letting off steam, letting off this burden, and getting something. Kidding? Did you call yourself a wet burrito? Wait, what? I'm sorry. Wait. No, I said whoever wants a reading, say it now. That's right. Okay. Oh, excuse me. Okay. Yeah, paranormal witch. This is again letting off steam. You're carrying too much of a burden on you. You have too much weight on your shoulders. Like you're stressing out so much and it's stressing me out. You need to relinquish, relent, do something for you. It could be naughty if you want. It doesn't necessarily have to be, but you just need to let go, let loose, and drop the weight off your shoulders because you're the one who's adding it to you. That's the worst part. You're putting it on yourself, and it's no need for that. It's not someone else doing it, it's you doing it to yourself. Gotta let that go. Next, Four of Cups. So this one's kind of confusing for me, but it's almost like you're trying too hard. You're overdoing things and you're trying too hard. Oh gosh, I'm sorry to hear that too, Hortensia. Hortensia. I'm bad with names. I'm just gonna start calling you Rose. There you go. Roselia. There we go. Because we already have a Rose. So you're Roselia now. Yes, I changed your name. But I'm sorry to hear that, Roselia. You know, diabetes, cancer, that mess sucks. Yeah, anyway, you're trying too hard. You're looking all around. What you need and want's right in front of you. Stop it. This feels like it's just telling you to stop and let loose and have some fun. You're stressing yourself out. You're stressing me out. So now you have to stop so you don't stress me out. Yeah, you're looking around too much for something that's right in front of you. You're doing too much for something that doesn't require that much work. You just need to take it slow. Be cool. That's the key word there. Be cool. Which now takes us to the Queen of Wands. Passion, desire. Again, releasing that stress. Like she's undressing and this guy's just slobbering all over. Like, oh yeah. Why hasn't he pounced is beyond me. No, I can't eat too many. I'm trying to lose weight, darn it. So far, what I've been doing has been working. Um, Yeah, this is you dropping stress. Again, it's about dropping this stuff. And this Queen of Wands, interestingly enough, the Queen of Wands is usually a witch, which is kind of cool. And not only is she a witch, she's a very intelligent witch, and she can cast a spell just by being alluring. And you need to cast a spell on yourself. You know, it's a spell of, I'm not going there, Cauldron Witch. You need to cast a spell on yourself, and you need to drop your stress. So okay, Paranormal Witch, I'm gonna give you some homework. And your homework is this weekend you do jack squat, but relax, go out, have some fun for you, even if it's only for an hour, and enjoy yourself. You need to, no studying, no family mess. You just need to do something for you and forget about the outside world. Forget about all that mess. Who are you? Yeah, Three of Swords, heartbreak. This is what you're afraid of. This is what you've dealt with, what you're dealing with. Heartache. Almost like betrayal. But I feel like you're afraid of your own self, like failing yourself. It doesn't feel like it's someone else that's betraying you and hurting you. Not at this moment. It feels like you're afraid of failing yourself and hurting yourself, having that self self-induced heartache. And you don't have to do this. You know, you need a change of visions, change of perspective, and you have to see things in a way of, I don't have to have this heartache. I'm going to succeed. I'm going to have what I want. This this isn't going to stop me. This isn't going to hurt me. This is whatever. Finally, Two of Wands, playing footsie. No, this is planning. This is the planning stages, seeing beyond, getting things ready, getting things set up. And that's what you should be doing. You should be planning for your success. Don't feel like you're not going to be successful. Don't feel like you have to just focus on this one thing and put all your, no. Plan for your success. That's how you change your perspective. See yourself as successful. Be successful. That's magic right there, man. See yourself as a success. Be the success. Bring that mess into your reality. Make it so. Ooh, Star Trek. Make it so. But seriously, make it so. You got your passion here. You have this fire behind you. You just need to direct it the correct way, and you need to visualize things the correct way and not worry so much about this heartache and failing and being hurt. Blah. See your success. Be your success. But yeah, there you go, Paranormal Witch. Okay, so let me see who was next. I hope that resonated and made sense for you. And who, I gotta scroll up to see who said whoever whatever first. Can't remember. Yeah, you're welcome. Oh, Kitten. Okay, thank you. All right, Kitten, you get your choice. You can tarot sexual magic, the Thoth, tarot of dreams, Brady, Rackham, not the Lost Hollow, but the Rackham, whatever you want. Well, I know it's a general, but well, no, no, Gabby, I did not skip you. I said whoever says next will get it. And Kitten said I first. So, no, I did not skip you. However, I will say whoever puts in the number 152.78 first will be next. Oop, mess that up. What? Wait, no, God darn it. All right. I didn't mean to skip anyone. All right, so Cauldron Witch after Kitten. I didn't mean to skip anyone if I did. You know, I total accident. I don't know. I'll just hug you guys to make up for it. Everyone wants to be in my manly embrace. Actually, I should probably in my manly embrace. Yeah. Okay, so this is for Kitten, just the general, then Cauldron Witch, you're next. All right, now who wants to be next after Cauldron Witch? Darn straight. Wow, Kitten, these just shot out. Yeah, no ASMR voice. That no, I can't. Wow, what's happening here? These are just shooting out for you. Let's try that one more time. Okay, guys. Who would want to get my arms around you? Who wants a little chocolate embrace? Embrace. All right, let's give it one more mix. All right, let's see what we got. Okay. Uh-oh. All right, so Kitten, for some reason, you have a lot of young energy here. Are you seeing a younger guy? Uh, I don't know what's happening here, but you got a lot of young energy. I don't actually know if you're seeing a young guy or not, but it's a lot of young energy here. All right, drew 5 cards from the top. What do we have at the bottom? Not ooh, 9 of wands. Okay. Um. So yeah, whoever says next will go after Cauldron Witch. Whoever says next. So let that be known now. Or did someone? Oh no, no, no! Someone already said me. Never mind. Excuse me. It really sweet. Ignore what I just said. Yeah. So sorry, Hortensia. I just saw when you said me. So I'm sorry, Slim. It's Hortensia, and I'm saying your name wrong. Actually, you know what? I might have to do Gabby though, because I think it's getting late for her. And I know, God darn it, so many people showed up all of a sudden. Anyway, bottom of the deck we have the 9 of Wands, and the 9 of Wands, Kitten, is usually healing from being hurt or escaping something where you were hurt, where there was sadness, and just getting away from that. So you might have some trust issues happening right now, aside from being baked, but there could be some trust issues that are unresolved and inner hurt that's unresolved there. And it's almost like you have to heal from that and get away from it. I don't know who hurt you. I don't know what emotional stuff you've been dealing with, but it's on the forefront. And I don't know, you kind of need a hug, man. I I don't I don't mean to make that sound bad or anything, but yeah, it's almost like you need a hug and just be told it's going to be okay. Keep pushing forward, keep going. So, let's go to the top here. And we have the Hierophant, but this Hierophant is different. This Hierophant has young energy, and he's not as wise as a traditional Hierophant. Or is it Hierophant? Probably Hierophant, but I'll just say Hierophant. This one is seeking adventure. You have to get out your comfort zone, kitten. You need to get out your comfort zone because you need to experience life. You need to experience more right now. And I think you're too stuck in your comfort zone. And it's time to get out of that. A Hierophant, think of it like a holy man, someone who gains knowledge from spirit, we'll say. Sometimes in other decks it's the Pope, that's what they call him, and the High Priestess would be the female Pope. But yeah, think of it like a holy man, someone who gains knowledge from spirit, from an external source. But you need to leave your comfort zone. You need to experience more. You need to see more so you can obtain more in a cultural type of way. But we have the Four of Cups here again. Four of Cups seems to be on repeat tonight, and I this is, make sure you're looking at the right thing. Don't be taken in by glitz and glamour. Otherwise, you're pulled under, you drown, and it's not fun. Meaning that you have a fear of people taking advantage of you. Oh god. Yeah, Paranormal Witch, do whatever you need to do to feel better. Listen to Cauldron Witch. Because I don't want you passing out or something happening. So yeah, you do what you need to do. All right. Okay, so sorry about that, kitten. Yeah, it's you leaving your comfort zone, but you're also afraid to leave your comfort zone because I think you've been taken advantage of several times. And I don't know if you struggle trying to see if something's too good to be true and you get dragged under or what, but you have to leave your comfort zone and you can't let that fear overtake you. It's time for you to do something different. It's time to change it up now. And that takes us to the Page of Pentacles. And again, the Page of Pentacles, this one is young energy. And not only is it young energy, but this pentacle, for whatever reason, is kind of moving without too much of a care, which is unusual for pentacles. I think, oh, hi, Sweet Pea. You gonna come on over? Let me move this. All right. All right. I'll be on standby. You're just gonna push me out of my spot. All right. Good girl. You know how hot it is and you're next to me? Oh, all right. Anyway, the Page of Pentacles. This one is young energy for whatever reason, and he's going forth. And again, kid, this is you needing to get out your comfort zone, is you needing to slowly do things. You needing to embrace certain things, but you're so, I don't know why you're afraid. Like, it just feels like you're afraid and overly cautious, and perhaps it's because you were hurt. All right, Night Paranormal Witch, keep me updated on everything that's happening. And yeah, look at that. You have a faint. Well, her back's to the camera. She hates everyone right now. So, but freaking Sweet Pea, come on. Someone's saying hi to you. You don't care. Fine. Uh, yeah, I don't know what's happening here, but it's like some weird fear, and you have to get through that. You have to get past that. You have to march to the beat of your own drum, and you need to leave that comfort zone. It's very important you leave that comfort zone. With this Page of Pentacle, take some baby steps. You don't have to take giant leaps, but definitely take some baby steps. And that leads us to the Fool. I don't know what's happening here, but you need to travel. A kid, you need to travel. You need to see the world. You need to go places. You need to get out your house. You need to visit somebody. This is saying, like, hey, come on, do it. Go out. Ah, all right. Well, setback or not, figure it out. Easy for me to say. Actually, I need to get out too. All things considered. But this is definitely saying you have a chance for something new, a new beginning. Yeah, a new beginning, new experiences, which which will be awesome. You need that. I don't know if I don't want to dive in too deep, but I almost feel like your mental health suffered a little bit, and to recover you have to have a change of surroundings. And then finally, 3 of Wands. Again, travel. This this is travel, getting away, having a little vacation. Like, all of this for you is moving. It's getting yourself moving and having a change of locations or something. Well, don't, I'm sorry that it's changed. You could curse me out later. It's all good. But you need a change. You need a change of locations. You need to travel. It's leaving wherever you are currently. And it's going to do you good in the long run. Like, mentally, physically, spiritually, it's going to do you good. So I would say it's time to go somewhere. You can come and visit me, but I'll warn you, I'll be a little freak and like, oh yeah, I want me some Canadian vanilla. And you'll be like, oh my gosh, Malcolm, I didn't know you were like this. And I was like, yeah, I'm always like this, baby. And then I'll serve you some strawberries or something. But anyway, there we go. I would be very respectful if you came to visit. The cat, on the other hand, that'll be a different experience because she does not like women very much. Well, you did get pentacles, so maybe. I don't know. All I can tell you is you need to get some movement happening. Oh, don't tell me you got a hairball, or was that just a sneeze? That was just a sneeze. Okay. Um, Cauldron Witch is next, and then um Hortensia or Roselia. I'm just gonna call you Roselia, and I don't know who's after that. Whoever says next, whatever. Fine. I'll just get everyone. It doesn't matter. I'm not doing anything tomorrow. I can stay up late. I'm an adult sometimes. Okay, Cauldron Witch. What deck would you like? And you're welcome, kitten. You have your pick of the litter. I'm sure you heard me say all the decks, but the Thoth, Tarot Sexual Magic. Um, well, I can't actually. I don't know if that's a song. I can't play it. Otherwise, they'll hit me with some copyright stuff and be like, "What are you doing, Melvin? You know better than this." And if it's a game, then I certainly don't know. You called me a pro? Have you been drinking? Um, you know what? Let's go with the Druid Craft. All right, Sweet Pea, I'm going to use you as my little stand here. This cat just does not care. Okay. So whoever wants to go after Hortensia, say so now, like right now, so I can have you in my head. First comes, first serve. So whoever says it gets it. This is for Cauldron Witch. Oh, Necro Nikki got it. Necro Nikki beat you guys, but I'll do it in this order. I'll do Necro Nikki, then Richard, and then Gabby. How about that? How does that sound? Does that work for you guys? Is that acceptable? All right, let's give it one more mix. Normally this deck is really hard to shuffle because it's so freaking big, but for some reason, Cauldron Witch, it is working quite nicely for you. So maybe this is the right deck for you. I don't think I'm going to get my wet burrito tonight. That's okay. I don't need it. I want it, but I don't need it. Man, that thing is topped with a whole bunch of cheese, and I like getting green sauce on it. I prefer green sauce over red sauce. And inside, pork, rice, onions. Oh, so good. All right, one more mix. All right, let's see what we got. If I could talk myself into it, I might get a Big Mac because I haven't had a Big Mac um, in about 7 years, maybe. But at the same time, those prices are crazy. What? Cauldron Witch, have you never had a wet burrito? Why do you look like Gandalf? Huh. All right, let's do this. Well, if you've had one, you would know. They're very distinct. Wow, what the heck? You got the Ten of Wands as well here. Bottom of the deck, Ten of Wands, carrying a burden. So I wonder if you have stress on you that you need to learn how to get off, or maybe you're keeping too much in. But the good thing is this is a 10, so it's towards the end of the journey, but you got some weight on you and you need to let it go. So I don't know what it could be, but you're carrying a burden on top of you. And it's tiring. That's the worst part. Now, interestingly enough, with this one, I don't actually see an end in sight. So you might have been carrying this for a while, or it just showed up recently. Here's the thing, Cauldron Witch. Yeah, okay. Here's the thing. You don't have to carry this weight the entire way. You need to take breaks. You need to take that weight off of you from time to time, because it doesn't feel like it's going to go away anytime soon, but you can ease the burden by taking breaks and just letting it down. So I would say from time to time, you need an outlet. You need to do something that's just for you, that's an outlet to get that weight off of you before you pick it up and put it back on. Because it looks like when you're stressed out, oh boy, you are just done. You know, it can break you to that point to where you shut down, and I don't want anything to do with anyone. I hate everybody, you know? So yeah, that this one sucks. That's the best way of putting it. That weight sucks. Oh, thank you, spiritual, but you're going to have to wait. I have quite a few people in front of you, but I appreciate you liking and subscribing. Thank you. But it's gonna be a wait. Oh my god, we got another ending. Ten of Pentacles. So actually I'll pair it up too. Ten of Pentacles and the Prince of Pentacles. Prince is equal to page in this deck. So we're looking at stubbornness as usual with Pentacles. So Cauldron Witch, you're rather stubborn. And as you can see with that 10, he's rather tired. And it's like, oh, I am so over this. But I'm not entirely sure you are. Again, this being an end card, being an ending with tens, approaching an end. So yeah, you're approaching an end. You're about to have a change. I almost wish you didn't tell me about the Etsy thing because it's a financial change. Not only that, though, you're fighting your own stubbornness. You're trying to be flexible where you're inflexible. That's difficult. Oh my gosh, that is so difficult. But you're trying. That's the thing. Wait, are the prints equivalent? Excuse me. I said the print was equivalent to the page. I'm sorry, it's not. The print is equivalent to the knight. Sorry guys. Anyway, slow moving. Things are happening the way they're supposed to happen, but it's going slow. And it's almost like you're making calculated risk, and you don't want to push too hard, because I think you burn out. I think you're a very calculated person. You do everything deliberately. It's not always spur of the moment. I think you have that moment, but in this case, I think you try and figure things out. You think it through. You're not just gonna jump off the waterfall just because you can. But there is a tiredness here, exhaustion. Rest is needed. My cat is pushing me away. I mean, come on. Can I have some space? And you know what, Cauldron Witch? I actually think you need to be kind of like Doll. I think you need to be around certain people as well. I think you need to be around the right people to energize you. I don't think you are. I think you're probably in an area where you're drained. It's like you're getting drained. People drain you. And you need this rest. But yeah, it's like, stop draining me. But you're approaching things the right way. I think you're doing it the right way, but it's just slow and steady. And it's like you're tired, you're drained, and you need to be around the right people, which I think you will be. Okay, so I don't know why this sucker showed up, but we have the Eight of Swords. Now, the Eight of Swords is interesting because sometimes I like to say the Eight of Swords is waiting for a hero. However, right next to the Eight of Swords, we have the Strength card. So, with this together, it's like be your own hero. No one's going to come and save you. Oh, that sounds bad, doesn't it? But it's the truth. No one's going to come and save you. You got to be your own hero. You have to, again, dig deep with strength. A bit different, though, from Jennifer's strength. Whereas hers felt more emotional, yours feels like it needs to be more of a can do attitude. And it's like, okay, I see, therefore I am. I will, therefore I do. Something like that. I was trying to sound cool, but it failed. Sorry about that. Yeah, you need to save yourself. It's time to dig deep and break out of the shackles and save yourself. And yeah, you're the only one who can do it. I don't even think you were waiting for someone to come and rescue you. I think you just had to build up your own strength. I think I didn't, you didn't believe that you can do it until you just did it. So this is a reminder that you're not tied up, you're not shackled, you're not stuck. You're stronger than you give yourself credit for. And if need be, you will punch someone in the face and you'll break their orbital bone. You just have to build up that strength. However, you put yourself in a position of being tied up, I want to say. And I say this because of this Ten of Pentacles. It was just too much around you. And I think it drained you so much you felt weak. I cannot answer that for you since I am not left hand path. Or although I'll quickly say this. I think part of it has to do with society saying be in a one-on-one relationship, be committed to someone like that, and don't be open and try and get with any and everyone, blah blah blah. I think it's more so to do with the society and cultural thing than it is a left hand path thing. And that's something that's engraved in us from birth. And it's hard to break regardless of what you practice. So I hope that makes sense. That's just my take. Uh yeah, so Cauldron Witch, you put yourself in that position. You you got exhausted. You drained yourself. You were doing too much, and I think it weakened you. But you found your strength, and you tore through these ropes. You're not weak anymore. Finally, brings us to the Hermit, and this is you going out now. This is almost like you having a break. Normally, I would say the Hermit is getting away from everything to obtain knowledge, seek out knowledge, blah, blah, blah. But in this case, I think it's you having a break, having a little vacation, and recharging yourself. Not necessarily you seeking out knowledge, but you recharging, getting back to yourself. Oh, yes, Lord. You can be the Lord. We'll go with that too. Um, but it is a recharging effort. It is you getting back to where you were, seeing what you've missed out on. but getting back on top of yourself, feeling yourself once more. But yeah, so there we go, Cauldron Witch. All right. So I don't know if she's still here, but where are we? Her Hortensia, if you're still here, you are up. If you are still here. No, I'm not moving anymore. You can't make me. Yes, this is how I speak to the cat. This is why I'm single, because I speak to a cat. Put you back right there. I'm pulling the Bonnie. I'm just putting cards up when I know I'm going to be pulling them back out. You're welcome, Cauldron Witch. Oh, thank you, Necro Nikki. Hortensia, going once. Going twice. I'll wait 2 minutes, couple minutes. We'll see. Calling Hortensia, whose name I am butchering. Calling Hortensia, whose name I am butchering. Calling Dr. Fine, Dr. Howard, Dr. Fine. Or wait, is it Dr. Howard, Dr. Fine, Dr. Howard? Gosh darn it, I always get those mixed up. Yeah, it's Mo Howard, Larry Fine, and then Curly Howard or Shemp Howard. One of them. You guys remember that episode of the three? I very, I just caught myself. It's like, who actually watches the Three Stooges here? All right, Hortensia going once, going twice. Sold to the next bidder. Okay, I guess she left, which is fine. No biggie. So Necro Nikki, you are up. And then after you, it will be Richard, and then after Richard, it will be Gabby, if Gabby is still up. Oh, I love the Three Stooges, man. That's how you do slapstick comedy. You do it correctly. That's how, man, the Three Stooges were awesome. Yeah, I think she vacated the premises. So, Necro Nikki, you are up and you get to pick your poison. Ooh. Okay, so Gabby, don't worry, you're after Richard. If Richard is still here, he might have flown the coop as well. We'll see. But Necro Nikki, you could choose between the Thoth, Tarot Sexual Magic, the Rackham, Brady, Llewellyn, Druid, blah, 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 yaggity smaggity. Uh oh, did she leave us as well? Oh, there, you're back. Okay, Druid. See, I knew I pulled the Bonnie. I put it up for no reason. God darn it. Alright, let's see what we got for Necro Nikki. Again, you're in my space and you're causing my leg to cramp. I just want you to know that. Not that you care because you're sleeping. Okay, so Richard, you're next, and then Gabby. Woo! Oh, wow! I forgot. Slim, did you want a reading as well? Although you might be watching the. I don't know if you're watching live or not, but let me know if you would like a reading. And anyone else who might just randomly show up. Okay. All right. So this is for Necro Nikki. Busy night tonight for me. Good lord. Did you just expel gas? Oh, Jesus Christ. You're just on one tonight, aren't you? Give it one more go, and we'll see what we got for Necro Nikki. Actually, yeah, I mean, I haven't been to Mississippi in many, many years, but yes, I have been there. Hey, congrats on. I mean, I hope it's a congrats thing. That's a good thing, right? You're gonna work out there, work from there several times. Ooh. All right. So, Necro Nikki, yours is quite different from every other one, and I'm okay with that until that happened. All right. Hey, congratulations, Slim. It's freaking awesome. Okay. Bottom of the deck, the wheel, aka the wheel of fortune. You create your own fortune. You create your own luck, whether it's good or bad. So I'm wondering if you did a ritual or some type of spell work recently, or if you're going to in the very foreseeable future. Something is happening to where you are going to create things. You know, this is creativity. This isn't just luck. This is bringing forth something into your reality. So, evidently, you're feeling it. Someone's feeling it, and it's happening. I want to say this. It feels like good energy. This doesn't feel bad. It feels like good energy. So that's always a positive. And yeah, you just confirmed you did some stuff. So all right, cool. I mean, I can't really say too much about this one except for you're going through the actions, going through the motions, and you're making it happen, Captain. Three of Pentacles, however, is interesting. Oh, look at the cat there. I'm sorry, it's glare, and I probably should put this into focus, but we can live without it. Two's a party, three's a crowd. Who is watching you and not pulling their weight? It might be time for you to kick someone to the curb. They're not pulling their weight. The cat, though, the cat stays because he's rubbing against the guy. Like, ooh, I love you, I love you, I love you. But these folks over here, these three talking heads, they're not doing anything. They're just watching. So it might be time for you to reevaluate who you're friends with, who you hang out with, who claims to be there for you, but they're not really there for you. Frenemies, I think they're called. Might be time to question who's actually loyal to you, who actually cares about you, and it's willing to help you in some way. Don't allow everyone into your life because on the surface level they seem like they care, because they don't. It's time to kick some people to the curb. It's time to just boot them, get rid of them. The ones who actually care will be there. Yeah, I almost want to say that you will have people who will feed off your energy. Oh, okay. So you already did it. Yeah, you don't need them. Not right now. That's not a bad thing because I don't think you need to be around people. With the Three of Pentacles, it's almost like you need to focus on your work, focus on yourself, and get to a place where you're happy and healthy. Not saying you're unhealthy, but happiness goes a long way. And I think, I don't know, I feel like you bring in the wrong type of people and they don't help your mental state. They don't help you be the best version of you. And that's something you have to watch out for. So be careful who you extend yourself to, who you open up to. But saying that, don't be isolated for too long because that will have the effects of, well, you become me and you don't want that. Next up, Five of Pentacles. And in this deck, it's, are you chasing a dream? Are you just watching? Are you afraid to chase your dreams? Are you afraid to get moving and grooving? What don't you want to see? What don't you want to accept? This is almost like you're not facing reality the way you need to face it. There are some things that you have to take head on and you have to face. You're not seeing it. I don't know if you're intentionally like trying to keep things a certain way so it's not to see the bad things, or maybe you don't want to see the good things. You know, it goes both ways, but you're not seeing what you should be seeing. And I don't know if you're creating a false reality here, but you need to see things from a different angle, from a different perspective, and try not to chase a dream. Try not to, overproductive. All right, well, shoot. Maybe you need to just take a freaking break. um, okay, I'm sorry, sweet. I'm going to have to move you. Thank you. I know. You're upset. That's okay. She'll get over it. Anyway, where was I? Look at the camera. There you guys go. You can see her better. Anyway, yeah, I don't know if you're not living in reality or what. Not seeing things the way you should be seeing them, but you have to change your perspective. And don't blind yourself to what's happening in reality and what's going on. Because I do know that we can get caught up in our work a lot. And when that happens, sometimes it's because we're just trying to keep busy so we don't have to face certain things. That's not always a good thing. I've learned that the hard way. I'm sure most of us have learned that the hard way. But you need to face things. You need to see things differently. And make sure you're not chasing after a dream, so to speak. So the lady, aka the Empress, divine femininity. Now, she's pregnant, but and sometimes I use this as the pregnancy card. Don't worry, I don't think you're going to get pregnant. But she is governed by Venus, Aphrodite, goddess of love and beauty. I don't necessarily think you're going to have a new love either, but I do think that you need to be more confident with your within yourself. You need to raise your femininity, your feminine energy more and better. It's like you're not embracing yourself the way you need to embrace yourself, and I don't know why that is. I don't know if you have your guard up or what, but you can lower it some and embrace yourself, love yourself, be a sexy, sophisticated, naughty Necro Nikki. Okay. You have a good night, kitten. Thank you for hanging out. Appreciate it. Yeah, I would say embrace yourself. Whoops. Embrace yourself and your femininity more. I don't know if you put that on the back burner or what, but you need to embrace it more and feel good. Yeah. It's very interesting with this one, especially being divine femininity and powerful at the same time. This is power as well. It's different power from the emperor, but it's still power. This is a softer, submissive power because it doesn't need to be hardcore and in your face. No, that's just a turnoff. But you could be sophisticated and powerful and sexy and submissive, and I think that's what you need to be. When I say submissive, it doesn't mean like getting a collar on you or something, getting whipped or some mess, but it means quietly observing, owning the room with your confidence. You don't have to be in your face or in his face or in her face. You just have to walk in and freaking own it. You need to own things more. You really need to show off your strength. Like you're not doing that. I don't know why, but there's some it's a weakness here and you need to get stronger and show off and be strong. Have a glow. And yes, get out into nature as well. That's rejuvenation is needed. Man, I'm going to give you some homework too. I'm I mean, it's up to you if you do it or not, but I'm going to give you some homework. And I'm going to suggest that you get a really nice number, go out this weekend if it's safe to do so, and just own whatever establishment that you walk into. Walk in there confident, even if you're nervous on the inside, and have all eyes on you. Smile, wink at somebody, but own that mess. Flex your power and quietly embrace it, enjoy it, and suck up that energy. Next, we have the Princess of Pentacles. This one is the equivalent to the Page of Pentacles. And this is, I want to say, what do I want to say? It's almost like embracing yet again. More than embracing, though, it's cherishing. Cherish yourself, cherish your material. Yeah, cherish your material, whatever you're made of. Enjoy that stuff. Give yourself a hug, man, and go forth with it. Don't be too distracted by material gain or material needs, but treat yourself to something. Get yourself a little something. Get some earrings. Oh, actually, you know what? Since Gabby is here, Pearl inspired by Gabby, get yourself a Pearl. She can hook you up. She'll definitely help you out with pearls. I think you need to just not get carried away with anything material, but buy yourself something sophisticated and nice. And a pearl would be sophisticated and nice, not crazy expensive. You need to treat yourself a little bit, because I think you have a stubborn streak as well. I think all you freaking women in here have a stubborn streak for some reason. But but saying that, you need to treat yourself. You need to give yourself more love. I'm not seeing the self-love here. You need to give yourself more love and maybe even forgive yourself. I don't know if you've been doing shadow work or something, but you need to embrace yourself more, give yourself some love, treat yourself to, something fun, spoil yourself a little bit. And oh yeah, don't be so stubborn. Yes, okay. And yeah, man, embrace yourself. Give yourself a hug. Like right now, hug yourself. I'll hug myself with you. Hold up. How do I do this? I haven't. There we go. This is as good as it gets. Yeah, thou boy. Okay. Um. So, Five of Wands, conflict. But this is interesting with this one because I'm not entirely sure if it's you fighting with people. What the heck? Well, you just show up out of nowhere, don't you? Div Divyanka is twin flame. Please answer me. What the heck? Not even a hello. I'm in the middle of something. You can't just demand like that. Come on. We have protocols here, darn it. I'll see what I can do in a minute. Anyway, yeah, so conflict here. I'm not entirely sure if you're fighting with someone else or if you're fighting with yourself, because again, it feels like it's a comfort thing, and that's okay. Everyone fights with themselves, so that's fine. Because out of this conflict, whether it's within yourself or someone else, here comes the sun. Do 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 do. Here comes the sun. I say it's all right. Doom 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 doom. Little darling, it's been. Sorry, I like that song, but you have the sun here. And before, I used to say the sun was brand new energy, a burst of energy, but no, it's not that. This is finding yourself. You had to be broken down in some way. You had to deal with conflict. You had to deal with hurt, pain. You're still dealing with it. I don't think you're completely over it. For you to be rebuilt and a phoenix rising out of the ashes. Whatever this conflict is, it leads to the sun. It leads to you doing good, feeling better, finding yourself again, finding that confidence again, riding off on this horse it's a rather raggedy looking horse actually, but riding off on this horse, shining brighter than ever, re-establishing your power. And I think that starts with you turning that power back on. And that's why I'm giving you the homework to wear something just really nice, something that makes you feel good, going out and getting all the attention and taking all that energy in. But there you go, Necro Nikki. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. Sorry. I did not mean to sneeze like that. I couldn't hold it. I'm so sorry. But anyway, there you go. There's your reading. All right, Richard, you're up. If you're still here. Thank you. Little darling, it's been a long, long, long. Do-do-do-do. Yeah, you're welcome. Don't forget to tell your friends. Okay. For you over here. All right. Oh, right on. Well, it's a good freaking song, so thank you. Anything? All right, you got it, Richard. Um, hmm. Dunk in the barnyard. PU. Somebody ate it. That's you. When did it happen? Last night. How did it taste? Just right. I'm going back and forth between either the Rider White or the Thaw. I think we're gonna go with the Rider White. Cause I used the Thaw earlier today, actually, in a private reading. So, oh yeah, if anyone's interested in a private reading, feel free to check the links for my social media and just ask away, and I will do it. I charge $10, and well, it's pretty much unlimited. Whatever you want to know, if it's within my capabilities, I will try it. I usually throw in a pendulum read and a oracle pool. So if you ever want one, just click on one of the social media things, send me a message, and it is yours. All right, this is for Richard. What is happening with Richard? Richard Goulet. What is going on, Richard? And then Gavi, you're next, and then after that, our last person will be Slim, unless the person who wanted to know about the twin flame is still here. No, no, that's what I charge, $10. All right. No, no, no. $10 is fine because I want everyone to be able to afford it. Like, that's my thing. I set that price because everyone should be able to afford it, especially people who, they might be less off and they need some type of guidance. And then sometimes you just, you know, you shouldn't have to choose between getting a reading or getting some gas or a meal or something. But yeah, $10. That's all I charge because I want it affordable for everyone. Well, I do not say no to tips, but $10 is that's it. All right. So this is for Richard. Let's give it one more mix. Woo. All right, let's see what we got for you, Richard. Hmm. I don't know if I should count that one or not. Where is my pendulum? Oh, it's all the way. Oh, God darn it. I have to stretch and get it. No, we're just going to go with intuition. Okay, so, Richard. Bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Swords, and I am on the wrong screen. I should probably change that. Boop. There we go. Bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Swords. And this is sometimes caught up in things outside of your control. So, I don't know if stupid mess has been happening and yeah, it's outside of your control and you need someone to help you with it and they're just not doing it or what. Or this could even be a warning that you're focusing on things that are outside of your control and you need to stop. Either way,
events outside of your controls going on. Things are happening that you can't do anything about. It's inevitable, it's fated, it's destiny, whatever you want to call it. And you kind of have to deal with it and hope and pray someone does their job right so it eases the burden off of you. Now, going to the top of the deck, this is where things get interesting and fun. Kind of. We have the moon, but we also have the world. Oh boy. Now, this is interesting for me because I like to say that the moon is deception. Whether we're deceiving ourselves or someone else is deceiving us, it's a deception. It's not accepting, or rather not seeing what we should be seeing. And the moonlight illuminates that. The moonlight, it illuminates the darkness, the shadows, the stuff that we don't want to see or that we try to hide. So if someone is deceiving you or you're deceiving yourself, it's going to come out. The moon will light it up. And it's like you're going to have to face skeletons. But that's not a bad thing. That's a really good thing because it means that you're willing to do the hard work. You're willing to do what is necessary to better yourself. And that takes us to the world. Let's try that again. And that takes us to the world. Completion. Lessons learned. The moon is trying to teach you lessons, trying to make you see lessons. And the world is completing those lessons so you can move on, get to the next stage. It's not just completion, it's an understanding. It's you understanding yourself more. It's you not hiding from yourself. I'm going to yourself. So I guess we're just gonna stick with you doing this to yourself. It's scary though. This is scary. The moon is scary because we have to accept faults. And who wants to accept our flaws and faults? I don't. But it's something we have to do. With the world, it's coming to that understanding that no one's perfect, you're not perfect. The world isn't perfect. But you understand that, you accept that, and you're able to move on from it into that completion. But we also have the devil here. You are the devil, I know, lowest of the low. It took the life right out of me. This devil's interesting because he has the lovers chained up there. And we can almost see this as releasing the dark side of you. So this is almost like let out what you're holding in. Don't hold in too much. Let it out. You can be the devil. You can be the manipulator. Don't manipulate. Don't do that. But I'm just saying you can be that. You can be the devil. You can be in charge. You can be the one to make the rules. And that's very important. Being the one to make the rules, to not even really make them, but perhaps bend them. I don't think break them, but bend them. That's the thing with the devil. If the devil sets up rules, he doesn't break them, he just bends them. You know, he's not a liar. Regardless of what people want you to believe, the devil is not a liar. He will always tell you the truth, just his truth. But the devil is here. Uh-oh. Sorry, guys. Hit the wrong button. There we go. Sorry. How do I go back? Did I do it right? Yes, there it is. Sorry, that was annoying. Okay, anyway. The devil makes he bends the rules. He doesn't break them. He'll make them, but he won't break them. He'll always tell the truth, but his truth. So it's some semantics involved. You need to be more like the devil. The devil makes you do it. You need to be more like the devil. You need to tell people the way it is. If you keep stuff in, let it out. Tell them how it is, the way it is. And you don't necessarily have to break someone to get it, take advantage, but when advantages show up, take them. Take them. You're the devil. Do it. No, that's just me having butterfingers and not remembering what button to hit to get back to the screen. King of Pentacles. Now, next to the King of Pentacles, I'm going to add this one too. We have the Three of Cups. Celebration. So, this is almost like obtaining and celebrating. So it's interesting. You being the devil or working with the devil, it brings you this material. It brings you this power, this understanding, more than you probably need. But it's celebratory. It's like your hard work paid off. You had to go to the dark side a little bit to get it, but it pays off. Which one? What's in my hand? I'm getting confused. With this King of Pentacles, material needs, material wants, obtaining. Like this feels like it's obtaining, getting in position to obtain, taking advantage so you can obtain, so you can have opportunity created, and not letting it slip away and having an abundance of growth and celebration after you get that. So I almost want to say, Richard, that you're going to celebrate a victory and a coming together. So it could be a team effort that does this, but if you have something on your mind, don't hold back, speak it. Don't feel like you need to be tied up, even if you have to rely on other people. Speak whatever's on your mind, accept faults, accept what you don't want to see, accept what you don't want to accept, and be the freaking devil. And it pays off in the end. It's going to pay off. It's going to help you have a celebration. It works out in the end for you. But there you go, Richard. All right. Gavi, you're next, and then Slim Lewis, you will be after her. Okay, so Gavi, you get. Wow, my arms are sore. Holy Christ. Good Lord. I've been working out more and more, and yesterday, yes, this is from yesterday, I you naughty girl. Uh I was doing my push-up workouts, and oh my god, my arms are sore. Like it just kicked in. I was fine for all day yesterday and today, and now all of a sudden, good god, they're stiff, they're sore. I just ah would anyone like to massage them, please? That would be very nice. Anyone? Anyone? Bueller? Bueller? Ah, no problem, Richard. Okay, so Kathy wants the tarot of sexual magic because she's naughty like that. Yeah, devil made you do it. Good excuse. Let's see. This is for Gabby. And seriously, guys, if you're interested in any pearls and just like some really, that's okay. Some really nice pearls at that, or you just want to see her personality and everything, check her out. Like Gabby's really cool, really, really nice. And she's someone that I am happy that I've been able to get to know a little bit, even though she thinks I'm probably crazy as sin. Okay. I don't know why these cards are sticking together for some reason. It was warmed up earlier, and now it's like, no, I'm cold. Warm me back up. God darn it. Let's give it one more mix. Let's see what we got. Actually, let's give it one more after that. Okay, let's see what we got. This card comes up quite a bit for you, I've noticed. Hmm. Well, um, yeah, I have to, I'd have to talk myself into a Big Mac. They're just so expensive. I'll have to talk myself into it. All right. Gavi, you at the bottom of the deck. No, and it's nothing bad here. You got it's pretty decent. Bottom deck, we have the Knight of Pentacles, and I don't know if a guy's gonna show up soon for you or not, but this is a little bit of what you want. You know, you want your knight and you want to be catered to, which is interesting. And when I say catered to, it doesn't mean that he answers to every single thing that you want. You know, it's not like that, but it's almost like he woos you. He does what it takes to win you over. And it's not someone weak, but it is someone who can be strong but show that soft side from time to time, because I think you need that. And this is you being a tease as well. So you're also a tease, which I didn't realize you were this much of a tease, but you're a tease. But it is attracting someone. So you should have somebody coming your way soon if they haven't come your way just yet. Or you might even start getting your eye on someone, which is interesting. Um, but yeah, it is this is what I want you to do. Like, earn it. Please just, you don't have to give me diamond rings. You don't have to give me gold. Just be decent and earn it, which is what I'm getting from that. Now, from the top of the deck, this is what I laughed about. We have the Ace of Swords. Control. Swords being air. Aces, I like to say, is gift from the universe, but not quite in this case. But this is control, trust. And you don't know how to not be in freaking control. And right next to this guy, we have the Emperor, divine masculinity. There we go. And it's like, man, you got to learn how to relinquish control to the man. You can't be in control. This is also my test card for how I know when someone's a freak as well. And Gabby, you're a freak. She's a freak. Dun, 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 yeah. Anyway, wait, no, that wasn't right. That's the brick house. No, she's a super freak. Super freak. There we go. She's super freaky. Yeah, but you got to learn how to loosen your control and let him take over. This guy, like, he's just cool, calm. He's powerful in his own way, and he's just gonna let it be, just like, all right, whatever, because it's not anything to argue about. But you have to learn how to relinquish control. You have to be submissive when it's time to be submissive. Put the sword down, let him tie you up, darn it. And don't be so controlling. Don't be so stubborn either. And let this guy be the man. Let him do his thing. You like tough, well, not tough, but you like powerful men anyway. So you got to let him flex his power. You have to let it happen. Five of Cups. This one is you being watched, I want to say. So watch out for jealousy. And I know I said this before for you, but watch out. Was it for you or someone else? I think it was for you. I do too many readings sometimes. I get them mixed up. But watch out for jealousy. It's like you are being watched. Like someone has their eye on you and they're not leaving just yet. While you may have your eye on someone else, or someone else is going to come into the picture. So you might unfortunately accidentally end up in a love triangle, but it shouldn't be a love triangle because I think you'll make it very clear. It's like, I'm not interested. But it is being watched, and it's like emotions at play here. Five of Swords. Distractions. So I feel bad saying this, but your heart isn't in it just yet. You have other things going on. You have other distractions. You have other priorities. You're not ready for love. Yeah, apparently this turned into a love reading. You're not ready for love. You're distracted. You're looking elsewhere. It doesn't matter if this guy shows up. You're not ready for it. You're just not. You need a bit more time and to handle whatever it is that's distracting you, whatever your mind is on. Because if he shows up right now, that relationship doesn't work unless you just want to get freaky or something, which, I mean, shoot, you could just call me up. I'll be over there. Be like, all right, girl, let me get some of that caramel for my chocolate. You'd be like, ooh, Melvin. I'd be like, yeah, Gabby. So I would not do that. I would never do that. That's terrible. I regret saying this now, but I would never do that with clients. Never. But there is a distraction happening. And you have to get this out of your way. You have to deal with this first. Once it's out of your system, you're good to go. Not out of your system yet. So you're not ready for love. You Yeah, maybe you feel like you are, but you're not. You need more time. You need to work on yourself more, I want to say. Like, yeah, it's like you need to work on yourself. You need to hit a goal first. Once you hit that goal, then you'll be ready for love. So I don't know if you're goal oriented or anything, or if you have a few things that you're trying to get off your checklist, but that's what you need to do. You need to reach a certain goal. Then you'll be ready for love. It's like, okay, now I'm ready. And you'll know you'll be ready as well. But at the moment, finally, we have the chariot. Love them and leave them, but not necessarily leaving them. You are going to have to learn how to lower your defense. And this goes back to what we were saying earlier. You're going to have to learn how to lower your defense. You're going to have to learn to trust. That's going to be tough. And you're going to have to learn how to co-manage, meaning you have to listen to someone else's opinion. Can't be all you. Yes, I know that's going to be hard. That's what you need to work on. It can't always be your way, which I mean, that this sounds worse than what it is, because I know that you're open to listening to someone and you're not demanding. Well, at least I don't think you're too demanding. But I do believe you have a stubborn streak and you have control issues. And you have to practice on that. You have to learn how to lower your guard. You have to learn how to trust. And you have to learn how to co-manage. When you enter that partnership, it's no longer I, it's us, we, together, you and I, that's what you need to work on. When you work on that, you'll be good to go. Definitely you'll be good to go. But yeah, there you are, Gabby. So that was a quick, simple one. I appreciate that. Well, start lowering your guard. Work on it. But anyway, like I said, you're just not ready for that deep love yet. Now, that's not going to say you're never going to have it or anything, but you're just not ready for it right now. You just need to hit a few goals and then it's going to, I wish I could snap my fingers, but I can't. I was going to say like that, turn on, but it's just, this is the noise you get when I try to snap my fingers. That's pathetic. Oh, I guess that's some ASMR stuff again, though, isn't it? Oh, wow. Is the mic even picking this up? I don't even know. Well, whatever. Good enough. Someone got tingles. All right. Slim Lewis, you are up and you will be the last one for today or tonight. Whatever we are. I don't even know. I'm getting delirious. The Rider White. All righty. Oh, I thought I accidentally closed that out. I was going to get mad. Okay. So luckily I have the Rider White here. And let's see what we got. Knock that energy off. Well, Slim, my cards just shot everywhere, so I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Okay.
Oh my gosh. What is happening? Slim, what did you do? Okay, let's see. This is Slim Lewis. What is going on? Let's see what we got. Oh, that sucks. These cards are very bouncy tonight for whatever reason. All right, let's give it one more mix. Oh, hello, Champagne. Champagne? Am I saying that right? Champagne? Champagne. Huh. Champagne. I don't think I've ever come across with someone with the name Champagne to where I'm not even sure if I'm saying it right. I hope I am. I don't like butchering names for people. Names are very important, but all right, hey, nothing wrong with that. You could drink for me. I don't drink, so you can have a glass or two for me. All right. So, Slim, let's do this. Your mom succeeded, so congrats, Champagne. Well, welcome. I was gonna have Slim Lewis be the last one for tonight, but you popped in, so if you want a reading, let me know now, and we will get you something. Okay, so Slim, I'm on the wrong screen. There we go. Now we're on the right screen. All right, so bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Wands. All right, cool. I'll do that for you. No problem. We have the Knight of Wands and Wands being fire, passion. Going forward, this Knight of Wands is like, no, I'm heading this way. Which way are you going? He's going towards an ending, west. West is usually an ending, meaning that you're already on your journey. You feel like you're on your journey, and you're headed in the direction you're supposed to be headed in because it's coming to an end so you can have a new beginning. And this is embracing it. The Knight of Wands is embracing it. It's not fearing it. It's not turning away. It's like, no, I'm doing this. I'm going forth. I'm going to make this happen. Yes, it is the Necronomicon. There you go. Here's a better look real quick for you. My friend Angie made this for me. It was a birthday gift. So I'm a big fan of the Evil Dead. So, all right. Hierophant Slim. Guidance. Not only is this guidance, this is divine guidance, meaning that you are actually right next to it too. I'll add this one with it. The Two of Wands, planning, looking out, ready to have things happen. So this is like divine guidance. You're being led to where you need to go. This is an external source giving you information, sharing knowledge with you, and pushing you in the direction you're supposed to go in.
Now, I don't think it happened right away. I think you had to sit, I think you had to plan, but you're following your passion, you're following the guidance, you're following your intuition. This is supposed to happen and it's going to work. Now, here's the thing. We also have the 4 of cups here. And this 4 of cups is making sure you don't overlook things. Don't be so hyper focused that you miss out on what's actually in front of you. And that happens a lot. You know, we get, "Oh yeah, no problem, Gavi. You have a good night." You this happens a lot because we get so hyper focused, we get so into it, we miss out what's in front of us because we're looking at these 3 son of a monkey's uncles over there and not what's being given to us. However, in this case, it feels like you are 100% being guided to where you're supposed to go. This is coming from beyond, my friend. This isn't just something that's it's not a coincidence. It's not a coincidence. I think planning was involved, but there's something trying to give it to you. It's almost like your work is paying off, which actually is going to take us to this 8 of Pentacles next. Your work is paying off. Like, here, please take this. Don't worry about these 3 things here. This isn't for you. This is for you. And you paid attention to it, which is brilliant and beautiful. Follow your intuition more. Your intuition is what's guiding you because it's picking up on the signals that's around you, that's from the divine. And when I say divine, it doesn't mean, like angels, God, and all that. I mean, the divine literally means something that it has established knowledge, it has established foresight, it has established understanding, it has established failure, but also completions. It has established death and rebirth, destruction and creation. So that's what I mean by when I say divine. This is something that has seen it all, done it all, and it's like, here, it's your turn. And that takes us to the 8 of Pentacles. Hard work pays off. This is all your hard work paying off. It pays off. Whatever you're doing it the right way. You need to continue doing what you're doing. Now, the funny thing is this, Slim. This doesn't involve someone else. Not exactly. This is you working with you, I want to say. Like, you yourself. You're not asking for favors. You're not saying, "Hey, I need you to open this door for me so I can get over here and close this and there." That you're not doing that. That's the brilliant part of it. It's your hard work. It's your devotion. That's the word that came to me. It's your devotion and your thirst for wanting understanding, for being the best version of you that pays off. And this isn't you sitting on your butt doing nothing. This is devotion. This 8 of Pentacles is devotion to the craft, devotion to the actually the craft. Yes, this is an art. This is devotion to the art, to the craft, and it pays off. Stay devoted and it continues to pay off. Now, finally, 6 of Pentacles. Now, 6 of Pentacles is interesting because we can see it as a balancer, and it's almost like, okay, well, you have to give to the poor, right? Well, no, not necessarily. It's your choice to give to anyone. However, this one feels like it's pay it forward. Pay it forward. Don't hoard everything for yourself. Pay it forward. And that doesn't necessarily mean pay money or give some homeless person money. No. What this means is if you received helpful advice when you were struggling, when you were down and out, and you see someone in the same way, give them helpful advice. Pay it forward like that. It balances things out. Don't expect anything in return either, because you're not going to get anything in return. And you're not doing it for that anyway. It's to literally help someone get on their path. So, Slim, I think you're going to be tested. I think you're going to be tested. Not only are you going to be tested, but you're going to have a chance to pay it forward. And you should, without expecting or wanting anything in return. If you can help, help. And that's the key thing as well. If you can help, help. But if you can't, don't be afraid to say, I can't help you. I'm sorry. Because sometimes people get caught up in the charity. It's like, oh yeah, I'm going to sacrifice everything that I've made so I can help you, and then I lose it all. Well, no, it doesn't work that way. And it shouldn't work that way. And it's hard. Sometimes it's really hard to see someone in need and you want to help them, but you can't. Or if you can, it ruins you. So it's like, I can't because it will. So that's part of your test. It's paying it forward, but also realizing that you can't help everyone. You have a test coming up, Slim. It's going to be an interesting one. You're going to have to keep me posted and informed. But definitely pay it forward when you have the chance. And that doesn't mean financially. It could mean advice or even just listening to someone, because that goes a long way too. Just listening is powerful. And that helps so many people. And if you can't help, if you can't lend an ear, tell them. Be honest. It's not that you don't want to help. You can't help them. You wish them the best. And that's, like I said, that's hard to do, because I think you have a very good heart, Slim. I think it's very big. I think it's loving. And it's hard to say, I can't help you. No. That's difficult for someone who has sincere, genuine, good intentions. But that's going to be your test. But yeah, there we go, Slim. All right, Champagne, you are up. So you get, and I think you will be the last one for today or tonight. So you get your pick of deck. You can have the Thoth, the Rider White, Tarot Sexual Magic. You're welcome, Slim. The Rackham or Tarot of Dreams or whatever you see up here. One of these suckers. So except for this one. This one's off limits. But all the other ones, hey, you could play with. Any of the more raw ones. Oh gosh, I don't know what that means. The rawest one I have would actually be this one, but like I said, this one's off limits. We'll use. Gosh darn it! You put me in a spot. We'll use the Rackham. The Lost Hollow is off limits. This sucker. And the reason why this one is off limits is because I've recently discovered that it's a certain type of person that these cards would be good for. And I have not run into that person. This was actually a birthday gift to myself from April. And I haven't used them yet. But they're gorgeous cards, but they're literally for someone who is empty and almost dead inside, just not feeling it and hollow. And yeah, so anyway, I'll show them off real quick. So sorry for the glare. Who are you? Lovers? Yeah, lovers. Um, I'll just go to my favorite card and then I'll stop and get to the reading. Hangman, Devil, Temperance. Where are you? Tower, Death. There we go. That's my favorite. Look at that badonkadonk. Woo wee. So if you actually want to see in depth what the cards look like, I did a comparison video between the Lost Hollow, the Thoth, and the Rider White. It is on the channel if you want to see all the cards and just a comparison. All right, let me now. Can I pick these up so I could put it up? Deck feels really good too. I really like it. I just haven't used it. That's the only problem. The the Rackham deck or the Badonkadonk from the world, Jay? Yeah. All right, let's get you back in here. I said go back in. There we go. Are you catching a cold? You're sneezing a lot. I hope you're not catching a cold. I'm talking to the cat so you guys can know. I'm not too crazy just yet. All right, let's get to the Rackham now. So, this is for Champagne, Rackham Tarot by author Rackham. His art is really lovely. And let's see what comes out. I'm assuming you just want whatever comes out, comes out. Oh, I see. My type of lady. Likes her drinks and likes her cats. I'll just be a petite redhead and I will hit on you. Okay, this is for Champagne. This is for Champagne. Let's give it one more mix and see what we got. Actually, we're going to give it one more after that. There we go. That's the one. Oops. Ooh. Interesting. This card has come up so freaking much tonight. All right, so I think I'm seeing what I need to see here. So, ooh, you got my favorite card from decks at the bottom here. So, Champagne, what this is saying is you will buy me lunch, and I will very much appreciate that. And I would like we'll say a double whopper and a lemonade. So I will expect that. Now, apart from that, bottom of the deck, we have the star. And the star is out with the old and with the new. So it's leaving old energy behind and bringing in new energy, new experiences. Yes, with cheese, please. Has to have cheese. Jay, would you like a reading? Uh, what was I saying? Well, head of steel, I should say. Is it okay if I call you head of steel? I don't know. Whatever name. I don't know. You tell me. Anyway, out with the old, in with the new. So I don't know, Champagne, if you're trying to change yourself up a little bit, or if you just got rid of old nasty energy, something that just wasn't helping you or you weren't feeling. If you haven't done so yet, be prepared to do so and allow new energy to come into your life and allow it to flow. And that's interesting because for whatever reason, this whole thing is, it almost feels like it's a change of energy for you and leaving something behind and having a do-over, a rebirth. And we have the freaking knight, or no, you're a page, aren't you? Yeah, page of wands. And it's a rebirth, rising up, phoenix rising from the ashes, and wands being passion, desire. And it's like, man, it's, I'm back, I'm finding myself. So very fiery. I'm back, I'm finding myself, I'm getting rid of this old energy to bring in new energy. Now, here's the thing. This is where it gets weird because this card has come up all night, and it's the Ten of Wands. And this is interesting for a couple of reasons because it is carrying a weight, it's carrying a burden, and it's also, I don't want to say being stalked, but it is in this deck anyway. It's being watched, and it's like, ugh, it's a nasty energy. It's just not a fun energy. And it was a burden on you. It's an energy that's a burden on you. It weighed you down. And I don't know if you were living your true life, if you were happy. And it's like, again, with the wands being fire, passion, desire, but it's being stifled by whatever this nasty energy is. And it's like watching you and manipulation. It's nasty energy. I don't like it. And it takes us to the Knight of Pentacles. And this is escape. This is hanging tough and escaping, but being that this is Pentacles, earth element, it's slow moving. And it's like, it was some stubbornness here. So I don't know if you were talking to yourself saying, no, it's okay, I can change it, or what. But, oh yeah, you have a good one, Head of Steel. Yeah, thank you for stopping by. Appreciate it. Um, but it's like you had to escape. And I don't know if he would let you. It's almost like you wanted to do this. Well, you kind of already said it was a long time coming. I wish you didn't say that. But it's like you've been planning this and you wanted it, but every time you would try, I don't know, something would happen and pull you right back in. But it's escape. And it's like, nope, don't look back, don't turn back, keep going, be tough, be like the Knight of Pentacles. And that's the thing. The Knight of Pentacles is very tough. He has his armor up, and he even though he's slow moving, he moves. He's a freaking mover. It's like, nope, let's go. Da-da-da-da-da-da. You know, it's that type of thing. Put on the blinders. Definitely don't look back. And this takes us now to the Seven of Wands. A lot of wands. The Seven of Wands is interesting because it's an adversary. It's facing something that you were scared of facing. You really had to dig in and you had choices you had to make. So I want to say that before you face this energy, you had to really think about it. You had to plan and figure it out. Now, in other decks, the Seven of Wands, what is the Seven of Wands in other decks? Wait a second here. Hold up. It's holding your ground. There we go. You had to face your fears and you had to hold your ground. You had to face your fears, you had to hold your ground. You had to face what you didn't want to face. It's almost like it was a lesson for you. And you succeeded, you passed. And this takes us to the Empress. Dun, dun, dun. I don't know why the A team thing just popped in my head. I mean, I don't know why. Dun, 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 dun. Oh gosh, Champagne, I have no idea how old you are, so you may not know the A team theme, and it will break my heart if you don't know it. But that's okay. The Empress, divine femininity, rising up and accepting your power, using your power. Yeah, Necro Nikki knows it though. Dun 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 dun. Bum, 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 bum. I'm sorry, I'm in the A team mode. Anyway, divine femininity and having to get to that point. It's almost like you have to rediscover yourself. I don't know if he beat you down or broke your spirit in some way or just didn't make you feel like a woman. I don't know, but you really had to rediscover that. You had to see that no, I am strong. I am confident. Like you have to get your confidence back up. You had to do work. Like this was not easy. You had to do work. But it paid off because you came out stronger than what you are and you're going to be stronger than what you were. And it's very important you remember that. Stronger than what you were. This means that you will never be in a position of like that ever again. And I have to go back to the star energy. Out with the old, in with the new. Or are you the hermit? No, you're the star. If you can't tell, I'm a goofball. Anyway, you really had to build yourself up. And it paid off though. And hopefully you're working on yourself right now because I do think that's something you have to do. You have to work on yourself and you have to remind yourself don't ever allow a guy to make you feel that weak ever again. And then finally, dancing with the devil. Yeah, the devil is here. And you know what's interesting? I think the devil's what helped you. I think you danced with the devil. I don't know if you spoke with spirit or worked with spirit or whatever, but something helped you. Something helped you gain the strength that you needed to get you out of that, to get you away. I don't think this was you by yourself. Something helped you. Uh, Now, saying that, since you had help, or I think you had help, make sure you give back. That's what this feels like. It's like make sure you give a big thank you to whatever powered you up, whatever helped you see the light or the dark, whatever you want to, whichever way you want to go with that. And make sure you say thank you and give an offering. Could have even been, okay. So make sure you say thank you, give an offering, because yeah, it feels like it was something that helped you. You weren't alone. But yeah, with that said, there you go, Champagne. So this was a fairly quick, easy one. Like they all came out the right way. Thank God. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. I'm happy I am. Even if I weren't, just lie to me. No, that's a joke. Don't lie to me. We'll just put you guys on this table over here. Oh, thanks, Richard. I appreciate that. Thank you. All right. Thank you for subscribing, Rupali. I hope I said your name right. Again, I am a butcherer of names, but thank you for subscribing. You want to read it? Oh, okay. We'll do this one. Will who come back? You can ask what's happening. A review. Let's see. Where can you put a review? One. I I don't know if you really want to do this, but give me 1 second, and we'll see if I can pull this up. Uh, Rupali, what would you like to know? You can definitely ask. Give me one moment, champagne. All right, you should be able to leave a review here. And if you don't want to, you don't have to. All good. All right, and you want to know if feelings, current feelings and intentions of I'm gonna butcher names. I'm sorry, Mayank, towards you. All right, let's see what we got. Mayank. I I think this is as good as it's going to get with me. No, and thank you, Champagne. I appreciate you wanting to leave a review. That's awesome. All right, let's see what we got. Knock that energy off. Whoops. Let's see what we got. And thank you guys for hanging out with me. It's been a long one. We're going on 4 hours. Holy cow. I've been sitting here for 4 hours wanting a cheeseburger this entire time, too. Well, that or a wet burrito. All right. Let's give it one more mix. Let's see what we got. Ooh. Okay. Oh, this is interesting. All right, so bottom of the deck. 1 second, let me switch screens. Bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Pentacles. This is caring. So there is a loving feeling, I want to say. There is care here and nurturing. It's like, I want to watch out for you. I care about you. There's caring here, which is a good thing. This isn't a bad thing at all. Now, is it could be to the point of I don't want to let you go, and maybe I'll love you from afar. But there is caring here. That's the good thing. Nurturing, caring, like yeah, so there's something positive here. Now, going to the top, we have judgment, the 5 of swords, which is interesting, and then the Queen of Cups. So, what's happening here with judgment? It's almost like a reset and a rediscovery. I don't know if there was an argument or if there's a disconnect or what, but it's like things went back to zero. And it's almost like you have to build things back up, but you're going to get opportunity to build things back up because there's no hate here. There's no hate here at all. There's caring. I would say you care. Your feelings are stronger than his at the moment, but his are just resting. It's no. It's no hate. It's no like I want you out of my life exactly. It's a rest period, but you have to let it rise back up. And then we go to the 5 of swords. Yes, he has feelings. I would say yes, but let me get to that. It's with the 5 of swords, this is almost like a stalemate and picking up the pieces. He needs to pick up the pieces. He needs to take things in a different direction. It's again, no hate here. There are feelings, but I don't know if it was an argument or what happened, but it's like there's still a little hurt here, and he has to pick things up and he has to go at his pace. He can't just jump right back in. It has to build up. So there are feelings, but he just has to go at his own pace. It's like, I don't know if you guys got into an argument or what, but something happened where, it scared him, backed him off a little bit. Finally, Queen of Cups, and okay, so that's all right. That just means that he has to go at a different pace. There are feelings, but he has to pick up pieces somewhere else. He has to go at a different pace. With the Queen of Cups, this one's interesting because this is like chaos around you, but being calm. And this is the advice I have for you. Don't be desperate. Just be cool and calm. He's not going to go anywhere. He's dealing with other mess. He probably has other things going on that has his attention and focus at the moment, but that's okay. You just be calm and open. He likes you. He's not going to leave you or vanish or anything like that. You just have to be cool and calm and be there. That's it. Yeah, I just told you he will. You just have to be patient. This is the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is very patient. While it's chaos around him, just be patient. He will come back. He will come back. It will be fine. Don't you worry. But there are feelings there, but it's like other mess happening. He'll be back.
So, but there you go. All right. I think we have reached the end. 1 second. Oops. One second, 1 second, 1 second. All right, there we go. Sorry about that. Had to put the cards up. But yeah, I think we have reached the end, and I am drained. It is almost 1 a.m. here, and I have been doing this for almost 4 hours. 2 minutes, we'll just say 4 hours. And I hope all the readings resonated. I hope you guys liked them. Thank you for subscribing and liking. I really, really appreciate it. You know, we're trying to grow this son of a monkey's uncle. And if you're into the paranormal, supernatural, or anything that goes bump in the night, or maybe it doesn't, you know, be sure to check out all the content on the channel. It's a lot here. I think everyone will like it. And I think this is where I will officially call it. So thank you guys again, and good fight, good night.